My check, my check. My check. I know y'all can't see me right now. I know y'all can't see it, but just listen to my voice real quick. Type shit. You see the background. You see this shit starting soon. This shit really clean for real. You see how the blue, I like the way that blue splash off the other blues. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that that blue splash off the other blues. Who's starting soon really this clean? You feel me? Nobody's starting soon really as clean as this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you see how the blues go together. Like I ain't never seen as many blues work out like this. This is just different. You know what I'm saying? This is just different. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, chat. Now look. Now watch this. Y'all watching, bro? Watch this transition though. Watch this shit. This shit better be clean as hell. Niggas saying I ain't really working on DreamCon. Yeah. Y'all say I'm too busy. I ain't consistent enough. Niggas are saying I fell off. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I fell off, huh? All right, bet. That's cool. That's cool. A nigga can't lock in for a month. That's the problem. I can't lock in for a month. What's wrong with that? Oh. All right, look, watch this though. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this transition, bro. Tell me we're not working. Watch this. Mm, 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 You know what I'm saying? Shit was clean. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Hold on. Let's do it again real quick. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Ah. Mm, mm. Ha, whoop, ha, ta. You feel me on the background? Whoop, whoop, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of clean. That's cool. That's shout out to our Iron Nation team, bro. That's Go Boy. Now, eventually, it might get annoying. Not to me though. Hold on, hold on. Hey y'all, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Mm. Actually, never mind. I'm good. All right, that's last time. What's good, chat? What's good with y'all, man? It's been a minute. I didn't miss y'all. You feel me? I just been going through some stuff for real, for real. And, you know, all positive things though. Just work. That's just it. Been going through some work, trying to get the stuff going. DreamCon's getting closer and closer. And, you know, it's just, the closer we get to it, the more work, the more lock in. And I feel like sometimes when I was going live, like I told you, one thing I told y'all early in was that, the stream is just gonna be kind of like a side thing. So, a thing that I do every now and then when it makes sense. I might have super crazy runs, or I might be gone, I might ghost for a little bit. But as long as y'all just stick with me, as long as y'all stay together, understand what what the mission is, um, man, we gonna be good. I know the community is strong. You feel me? I know. I'm happy to hear a lot of y'all stories of what's happened to y'all in this last month. Hope y'all living good. Hope y'all taking care of yourselves. I hope this first quarter of the year has been great. It's been good for me. It's been up and down for me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say down as in like it's just like this negative thing. It's just things to work through. You feel me? But I feel like it's all character development, all character building. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just why I just took a little bit of time because it's just been a lot going on. So appreciate y'all pulling back up. We're gonna get right into it. Um, let me see the chat. Come on, man. I'm reading the chat today. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying today, man. It's been a minute. We ain't talked for a minute. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time. Okay, okay. Yeah, W DreamCon. Think I'll be able to make my first DreamCon this year. Okay, say, hey, you chose a good one. I tell you that. You chose a good one to be your first one. I'm sticking on you, John. Okay, appreciate you, Bloody Raven. Why does it say October 10th? What is it, October 10th? Everyone stay locked in your goals. That's fact. Stay locked in your goals, man. Keep pushing, bro. Sometimes you gotta have some type of goal. You gotta have some sort of North Star, bro. Because some like, believe it or not, when you got a North Star, like that might align really well with a lot of things you might be going on in your life. Whether that is like, sometimes you gotta have a something to grasp on that can, whether that's your own dream or you got a kid or a family or whatnot, whatever it is, your mama, grandma, whatever, like you gotta have something that's gonna help push you or your legacy. Because I feel like that's why are we on this earth? Why are we here if you don't have anything to pursue? You just on here just living. That's what I told y'all already. One of my biggest fears. I don't want to just be on this earth just living. I want to have something I can leave behind, a legacy. And whatever that is, we'll just have to find out. So keep chasing your dreams. Let me see. What are you willing to do to go for it? Facts. I'm too broke to go to DreamCon. I understand the economy right now. It's a little stressful right now. I get it. So, the good thing about DreamCon is, we will be having many, many more. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. So there's going to be many opportunities. Um, hey, John, what's your thoughts on Boruto? Transparently, I have not really watched Boruto like that. Um, me. The thing is, obviously, Naruto being like my favorite anime, like to me, it might. All I hear is people saying it's good and then people saying it's bad, bro. It's like 50-50. There's a discourse of people not fucking with Boruto and people liking it, and I just like if I have that much, there was not that much discourse on Naruto. I didn't have to think about whether it was good or not. It was just good. Everybody, 85% plus was saying it was good. Boruto feels 50-50, so it's like it just hurts my heart a little bit. It almost makes me feel like I just want to let it finish completely and then watch that on my own time. But watch it along the way. God damn it, I'm so far behind. I have so much time, so many other shows to watch. It's like, God dang, maybe I'll just read the manga. Because every time it's like, oh, the manga good though. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying you're lying, but is it good enough for me to waste my time to catch up right now? That's the real question. Should I prioritize it? If the answer is no, then it's like, all right, man, I'm gonna keep it pushing. That's just me keeping a buck with y'all. But shit, I can say the same thing for One Piece. Although One Piece is people now One Piece is on the same situation. It's actually a good show from what I hear. So that's just laziness. I gotta invest my time for that. People don't like it because Naruto's story anymore, even though he's still in the show. Mm. It's crazy. Boruto is basically what they was gonna do. Remember they say about what on Dragon Ball Z, they said that Gohan was supposed to be the main character after Cell, and the people didn't fuck with it, and they switched it back to Goku. This is on Naruto's version, but they said fuck the people. They said I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, nigga. I'm writing the son, and he gonna get a show, bitch. That's what Masashi said. He said I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. Boruto, that's the show. You know, on Dragon Ball Z, they said, "Oh wait, y'all don't want Gohan? All right, we're gonna bring Goku back. That's cool. We gonna make Gohan a school teacher and whatever and all that stuff." In hindsight, he should have said transparently. The reason why here's my one grace for Boruto. In hindsight, I would say that if I was around, if I was old enough to have an opinion, I would have said, "Nah, fuck them niggas. Let's focus on Gohan. Let's focus on Gohan because what y'all did to him right now, that ain't it." Goku, I feel like Goku can still be. The thing is, Goku can still be around. You know what I'm saying? He can still be in the mix. Why did it have to be like one or the other, bitch? Like, nigga, Goku could have been in fucking heaven giving Gohan some advice and popping up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Why is it? Ooh, it just makes me angry hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? Gohan would have been. The thing is, they laid up. The thing is, Gohan. The difference between Boruto and Gohan is Gohan he was around. He was a cast member throughout the regular show, so it would have been a really nice handoff. Boruto, we just got, they just threw it in our face and we just are forced to accept it. That's just it. We got to see the actual buildup of how weak he was. He was scared of the crybaby. He grew up. It seemed like all the cards was coming together. And then they fucking said, never mind. It is what it is. Have a great stream and stay hydrated. Yes, I will. Actually, I'm gonna get my water bottle a little bit too. But all right, man, look, we got obviously we got a lot to catch up on, and we will catch up on it. But obviously, the main reason why I'm here right now is because we are today is the first day of our road to DreamCon. Now, all this time I've been telling y'all for a while, I'm like, hey y'all, look, I'm streaming because I want to learn how to do stuff. I want to learn how to be involved. I want to do all these other things. The main thing, the reason in my mind and my vision was this road to DreamCon. That is why this is actually the reason why I started to stream in general. I wasn't trying to be go solo and be doing all my other stuff. I'm doing it because I feel like I truly believe that this is a good idea that can help progress DreamCon and create some energy going into it and after. You know what I'm saying? So in order to do that, I had to be like Sasuke trying to learn how to use Chidori. You feel me? I'm like, okay, cool. I want to use Chidori, but I need to be able to get my taijutsu to the level that it requires for me to be able to use that ability. That's what these last few months have been. You feel me? I've been working on my taijutsu, trying to figure out how to fucking talk to y'all, how to get the camera right, get upgraded equipment, how to, you know what I'm saying, play certain games, be sorry, be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now look at me. I'm talking, I'm doing whatever. It's comfortable. I'm chilling. Like it's whatever, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine if I would have did the road to dream. For those of y'all who were at my early dream cons, I mean my early streams back in November when I first started, when I was playing Call of Duty, boy, I had like double audio, camera was ashy, audio was ashy. Now imagine me coming on the DreamCon brand trying to pop up here and have something professional and my shit trash. It just would not make sense. And yeah, I could have asked somebody to come help me, but nigga, I want to learn myself. You feel me? So it's all about this is full circle. This is what I've been telling you all about this whole time. Everybody's creating rumors, stipulations, everybody giving their opinions on what they think I'm trying to do. This is what it is right now. This is 100% the reason. Right. And if this goes really well, there's so much more to it. I want to explain it a little bit more. So basically, what road to DreamCon is, I just said it earlier, but I want to tell you where I could potentially see it going, and we'll just go from there. You know, with DreamCon, for those who have been or seen it, it's an amazing experience that happens during one weekend in the year, right? You have that one weekend, it's an amazing experience, and then after it's over, everybody got to go back home, back to regular life, and you're like, damn, you feel me? That week after, you're like, God damn, that shit was fun as fuck. Or if you didn't get to go to DreamCon, you're like, dang, I got extreme FOMO. I missed out. You know what I'm saying? And and so I was like, okay, well, that's great. Like, how can we find a way to extend this experience, outside of this weekend, whether it's beforehand and after, right? So I came up with the idea. I'm like, okay, what if we could create some sort of like a road to DreamCon where along the way, all the different people of like-minded individuals who engage on Discord, Twitter, through our communities, could all find a way to just, like do something leading up to it and after all around. It's almost like DreamCon Online, essentially, or DreamCon, you know, premium, right? Like you in, you in. And so I was like, okay, cool. What's popping right now? What's going on? What are people working on right now? I'm like, okay, well, right now I see like a lot of people are streaming. We got streamers and stuff. All these people online playing games, IRL, all this different stuff with the stream community. I'm like, okay, cool. Like shit, we have a lot of influencers. How can DreamCon stand out? What if DreamCon essentially became its own streamer in a case, right? Now, DreamCon streaming and all this online stuff, Road to DreamCon is basically a vessel, right? So in order to have the vessel, you need somebody to fucking steer this bitch, right? And so the only one that logically makes sense for me was, okay, maybe I should be able to do that because one, I understand the internal DreamCon side, and I'm also understanding on the influencer side, like just from my background, just being an RDC, all that stuff. So I was like trying to be the motherfucking avatar, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to master and balance both these things without it interfering with my personal life and my work. But in this case, this is part of the work. So now that it's part of the work of one of the things I can do, I can put a lot of energy into it. And I say all to say that led up to everything that I got from the start. I didn't want to say all this information ahead of time because I just feel like there was no reason for me to bring it up to y'all if the shit ain't starting yet, if it wasn't ready and if it wasn't close enough. I just let niggas talk how they wanted to talk. And then, until this day. So the first thing that we're testing this out with that being said, is Marvel Rivals event. We're going to be watching it, tuning in. There's going to be some highly competitive players all day today. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. Now, me personally, y'all, I don't play Marvel Rivals. I'm not too accustomed to it. So this is really going to be a learning experience, and it's going to be an opportunity for me to talk to the community that's involved in that. For those of you who do play Marvel Rivals, hopefully y'all can enjoy it. We can just, we can just catch up. You feel me? In between, we can talk about it. We can, it won't just be Marvel Rivals, but maybe some other stuff I might do, like just engaging with y'all. Maybe some giveaways, people trying to get some DreamCon tickets, all these different things. So, Marvel Rivals was our first event that we're starting things off with. But the plan is to expand out to other events, so we can do other different gaming events. And Road to DreamCon is not only going to be just gaming, y'all. It's going to be anything that you could think to be done online. That's what I want to explain to y'all. So there might be times we might have special guest appearances, y'all. We might have fun games, horror games. We might have some collaborations with other influencers who are within the same scope within the DreamCon community or fuck with DreamCon, support DreamCon. Some familiar faces that y'all recognize who will be tuning in, and we're gonna be having some discussions about different stuff. We might be talking about anime, having arguments, debates. You feel me? It's gonna be literally anything you can think about that we can do online and that's entertaining and fun and engaging. It's a part of the Road to DreamCon, y'all. And so we just so happen to choose Marvel Rivals as our first thing because, boom, why not? So hopefully, I know that was a little bit longer rant, but I wanted to explain to y'all because guess what, y'all look, this about a little bit over 200 people in here right now. Y'all getting y'all the first wave of it. Y'all the first ones to get to know. Everybody else, they gonna catch up and find out over time. That's cool. But I'm letting y'all know because y'all niggas fuck with me. I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with DreamCon. I'm trying to get y'all caught up. There's a whole month of information that's been missed. So does everybody understand what this Road to DreamCon is, what we're at, what the goal is? Um, there may be streams where it's just me. Like I still have regular streams of just me, but like normal. And it can still be part of Road to DreamCon. It'll be intentional, but I'll still be playing. I'm still gonna finish all the games we've said. I'm still gonna be playing my individual games. Those might just be the regular days. Every single day ain't gonna be profound. So um yeah, cool. Now, with that being said, the last piece I want to say is also this Marvel Rivals tournament that's going on right now. I'm actually a host of it. I was, for those of y'all may miss it, I already started off with my intro on that side. So while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be hosting, coming back over there to talk on the DreamCon stream at times. So if I'll let y'all know. I'll be, hey, look, y'all, I'm about to switch over there. So I'm gonna turn my camera off and y'all can just watch and I'm gonna be over there doing what I need to do for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know. I'll be like, I'll say be right back, or y'all can go over there, or I'll share. We'll just figure it out. But when I turn my camera off, because I can only use one camera, my camera needs to go to another service on my computer. So when I'm talking to the commentators about it, getting caught up on what's going on, that's why. So just give me all the heads up. Okay, so where's John? Da, 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 da. I'm over there. Be right back. Just everybody just calm down, just relax. Yeah, that's it. That's it, y'all. I mean, shit. Let me see what y'all talking about. You could try and link with the rival does and make it a big sponsor thing. Nah, for sure. Nah, that's what we're trying to do. All these, hey, look, everything's strategy. Hopefully, we can try and get some stuff going. You know what I'm saying with a bigger scale. But until then, we're just experimenting. Oh yeah, I got some new stuff. I got this right here, y'all. One piece item right now. Ain't much, y'all. It ain't much yet. I ain't even focused on getting stuff together, but I got rid of that table. Type shit. Y'all wanna see this shit? Look at this. I had it off because it's really bright. It's really bright, but let me show you what it do. Mm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, hold up. Yeah, I got the cloud in my hands. For those of y'all new here, hold on, watch this. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I just had to flex that out a little bit. You feel me? So I'm gonna put this up at some point, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all what I had real quick. W transition. I know. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's get to it. Let's see what they got going on. I know they boxing right now. Uh, hey, hey. But yeah, man. What y'all been up to though? What's new with y'all, chat? Anything interesting happen? Wait, what the fuck? Hold up. I'm about to see if I can join. Damn, how can I? Let me see. Nah, sorry. I just wanted to see if I can join the DreamCon stream. Low key, that could be cool. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get this together, chat. John, stop your orders too much. I know. I get that often. I get that often. But it's just one of those things where it's just some people you just dump the cards. You just got too much aura, and to me, I just like to take that and as a compliment. And yeah, I'll never say that for myself. I feel like you lose aura when you have to tell people you got aura. It just either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So do the stream together thing. Yes, I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, let's see. Stream together. Um, doing it right now. Let me see. Stream calls acting. Accept. Okay. Is it doing it? Let's see. I think it's doing it. Wait, do y'all see it, chat? It's crazy because is it showing? What is it? What's it about to show? Hold on, I want to make sure that make sure that I don't switch the other one. It seemed like some people getting maxed out in Marvel Rivals though. Who in here be playing Marvel Rivals? Oh wait, I think I have to go to my channel and accept that shit. It's really hard to do this. Damn. I might use a different computer chat. I do. I did fell off. I fell off, but got to Grandmaster. Is Grandmaster okay? What's the highest rank for Marvel Rivals? Oh, diamond three. Man, that shit loud. Sorry, Chad. I'm a Now I know you're thinking I should have had this all set up beforehand. I did, but for some reason it's kind of giving me an issue. Oh wait, I think I see it. Dreamcon wants to collaborate. Dreamcon isn't here yet. We gonna get it together, fellas. He said it's getting scary. All right. All right, cool. It's good. All right, let me open it. All right, bet. 1 second, y'all. Oh man. Sorry, I never used this feature before, so I wasn't really sure how it works.
Is a bit of a sleeper in that case, being able to infiltrate the back line and having access to that one shot combo damage can be pretty dangerous, especially for domination, because you don't really have as much room for error in that case because everybody is so close together. Everyone is right in front of each other.
All
It's
right.
not like convergence or convoy where you have a
All right,
lane
cool. We
to
good.
take cover behind and reset yourself. You're
Oh,
out there exposed.
you said
And
it went
with
away?
a character like Magic or Thing, right? You see the Thing protection there.
Wait, is it good or not?
Characters that are good at that displacement, that are good at just forcing the issue, essentially getting into that front and or back line and creating that disruption is paramount
Someone saying still see it.
for these kinds of maps.
Is
Speaking of disruption, I don't feel like I'm seeing a lot of disruption when it comes down to the bans. I see a lot of comfort
oh, y'all see
picks,
just me?
right?
What
Like a
the
lot of
heck?
gank bans coming out. Like you don't really know what the opposing team is about, but you taking out some heroes that you just don't feel comfortable playing with, or you see a few
Hold on,
popping
let me
off.
switch this to.
Like the Iron Fist, the Elsa, um,
I'm gonna put it on my side
and
too.
so being able to take out those
1 second.
um is like I said, they're just kind of comfort picks. tanks. You know, you do protect some tanks for you to be able to utilize too as well. But I want to see some supports, man, in this situation. Make them uncomfortable. But with the little data in which you
I'm gonna
got,
put it
man,
on
obviously,
my stream too,
someone
so
chooses
I can
not to,
watch.
lock in a character. You know,
Yeah.
and my thing is that more so strategy, or is it just like we wasn't able to
Because
cover the
that's
decision
the
in
second
time?
time it's happened, right? You know, this is not the first time that we've seen that second protect not utilized. Yeah, I
It's
don't
almost
know.
like you're not saying your hand. Like, I don't want you to know what we want or what we're
Right.
gonna play. I don't want you to know what we're good at in this situation.
Yeah, but we know what they want
Okay,
now,
there we
and that
go.
is the
Hold up.
Brahma ban to wrap things up here. And we're going to see, we've been seeing a lot of Loki bans today as well, which does tend to make sense, right?
I'm
With
gonna put it
the
on mine so I can
overall
watch it. And y'all,
strength of
if you want to watch
supports
that version
with
or this version too,
class that has essentially
just give me a
some of the
second
intensity
to
times since the
switch
beginning,
it.
at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, taking out the Loki, preventing the use of the support loop, as I like to call it, right? Taking that away is pretty good. But right now, like you said, right, the Iron Fist ban is the one that I probably disagree with the most, for sure, just because there are so many other
There
dive
we go.
characters that could be way more dangerous, like the Black Panther, like Daredevil, you know, those kind of characters. Mr. Fantastic from Stacks here.
Yeah,
But we're
because
gonna
I
see.
don't feel like we got like a show enough in this lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know
Yeah,
if we got
yeah,
like a
yeah.
real kung fu master up in here right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. But we'll see what happens here. We do have some Phoenix action on Vibe's side, which could which could spell trouble for civilians.
1 second.
Because again, you know, with Mr. Fantastic having a great amount of sustain, you know, again, Phoenix is one of those characters that can just occupy that has the AOE damage right
Mm-hmm.
after so many shots. So Mr. Fantastic is just going to always be under fire, quite
Oh man,
literally.
soaking up
And
damage.
yeah, so you know he needs to use a lot of those cooldowns early. It might
All right,
not
y'all
be
see
able to
it?
hang out as long as he would like to, but we'll see here because we
You can
also
see
have
my version
Mr.
too.
Phoenix
I'm
on his
watching it.
side, so having
We
that
good?
relief right with the shield could also bode well. But we also have the
All right,
thing.
bet.
You know, it's just again, it's all about that battle of attrition. We're just gonna see how things go. But we're getting the party started here. Yonko Vaughn already getting in there, getting things started early.
Ooh.
Moving up top. So we're going to have this here. Strange
All right, look.
on
So
the top there. What you're doing.
can y'all hear it too?
We're going to start one drop except for the thing. It has been a tough
Or y'all don't need to hear
battle
it?
for
Can y'all hear it?
today. And here, Papa Ultron having to fade back under half health. Sound
Oh,
doing
it's low. Let me turn it up.
as well. Good vibes getting the momentum started early, building up that real estate, taking the point, first blood.
Luckily,
Y'all saying y'all can't hear it. Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing, chat. Y'all was about to just let me just go through this without being able to hear it.
As they are getting
Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing.
side of good vibes, but the heals are coming through fantastically for good vibes as well. So vibes not broken just yet, but now we get a chance to see Stacks on the
Hold on.
Mr.
Let me try to
Fantastic
see if I can
exit
do the
on the
volume.
back line. He starts to become a nuisance. Here comes Sound Soul as he's able to hit
I
a
don't know if I can hear it. The volume's literally up.
stunning multiple players, allowing for some of the supports and the DPS to be taken out, but the kills are traded out.
Who we watching? We do. This is the Road to DreamCon Community Tournament right now. This is we got 14 teams competing in our first circuit, you know, of 4 leading up to DreamCon, which the finalists will be able to go and compete at DreamCon on stage. So this is basically the DreamCon community playing right now. Someone said I love gambling.
But with so many ults being popped off right now, RVA Civilians is not giving up without a fight.
Hold on, let me make sure.
At the front door, just trying to kick it down. But now with players behind them as well, they do finally be able to get onto this point and start getting some time.
Yeah, that man is bouncy.
Let me
Stacks
give
with
y'all
the
some
really
sound.
clutch ult there to turn things around for the civilians. Vibes getting things together for their second push, but already having great amount of real estate, 55% for Vibes there on the point. Looking to get things started for Vaughn, Swift and ready to just blow up the party whenever they feel like it. Vibes trying to get in
Hold on,
there.
I'm putting on sound. Give me a second.
Always under fire.
I'm not sure why the sound just stopped. Started tweaking.
Like he usually does, and we already have the switch to the Punisher.
The other page has does the DreamCon page stream have sound? There should be sound.
Huge Strange time for both of these teams.
It's crazy because I can hear it.
Certainly Eye of
I don't know
Agamotto
why y'all
setup
can't hear it.
looks like landing perfectly for these squads, but RVA civilians, they will now take the lead here in this match, and they're doing a great job not overextending, right? Just holding we will
Mm-hmm.
call it, they almost
You know
have
what? Chat. Oh, no problem. I'll bring it up
their
after.
opponent's
Give
40
it a
yard
second.
line, in football terms. Past that 50, just pressed up enough, but they will be backing up to that 50, knowing that they just want a clean fight. They don't want to overextend themselves too much.
Okay, so you guys hear it, but it's low.
Overextended, but that's the Mr. Fantastic. He
Okay.
has that sustain. He's soaking up damage. He hops out issues whatsoever. As
It
Good
is low. Why is
Vibes
it so
will
low?
get through the battle between the strangers, but the strangest thing about this situation currently is just going to be
Let me
the
see if I turn my
volume of
volume up.
damage
Oh my
coming through
god.
for Good Vibes. They will get their Eye of Agamotto out. They will get their support ults out as well, and they will be able to take down 4 and take back control over this
Well,
game.
I got this on max volume.
And in typical domination fashion, at the buzzer, the twilight hour, Good Vibes was able to secure that point. Now they just have to hang on here. 3 able for them. They have the tools they need, but will they be able to execute? Again, lots of switches from Vibes here, which is a good sign because that means that they are willing to
Hold
search
on, I'm
for
trying
the
to turn it up.
answers early. So Good Vibes here looking to
Oh,
hold the point down. We have the Invisible Woman already on deck. Potato Dre on deck. Everybody's just firing here. Everyone's trying to stay alive. We have the Thor ult raining down. Cloak and Dagger Carpet in play. No one is dying except for the Vibes. Vibes is getting pushed
hold on
out
now.
as Civilians clutches the point to take
Oh
the
wait,
first round.
is it better?
Okay, civilians. It's not about how you
Oh
start,
wait, no,
but it's about how you finish the round. And civilians,
bro.
they are warmed up, man. They warmed up. They ready to go.
What in the world?
Um,
All right, hold on. Let me see.
that's
Let
going
me
to be
try something else, chat.
almost 3 rounds for them in a row. Probably multiple because they swept their last series, but this map isn't in just yet. It's just the
Let me
first one
switch it
out of
back
3.
here.
And so I guess one thing that we can really talk about when it came down to civilians is one, their
I'm trying to
healing,
increase the volume.
really good healing out of them, super solid. And then even their damage, like their strange damage, right? He's the
Oh
top
my
damage
gosh, it's
dealer on
strange.
them for them right now currently. So Strange getting a lot of work done, taking some pressure off the Fantastic, taking some pressure off of Rick Grimes on the Star Lord as well.
Turn this bitch up,
Yeah,
boy.
absolutely right. And with the recent addition of the team Invisible Woman, allowing his Storm of Madness to essentially do a slight pull in. And that's another thing too. The team or the composition on civilian side has a lot of displacement, which is huge for domination. Being able to just literally keep the opponent on their back foot, essentially keep them off balance. So you have the boosted Maelstrom from Sound Soul constantly yanking people out of position. You have the Invisible Woman yanking people out of position. You have Yonko with the thing constantly pushing people out of position. At some point, are you ever going to touch the ground? Is the question, right? So Good Vibes here, trying to get something started early. We're trying to see Sound
Oh,
Soul
I
get
see.
back to the point, but they
I
are
think it's because I'm
pushing
using a
the
different
Persia Blaze. They are
browser,
pushing
y'all, and that's why it's making it low volume.
constantly. They are pushing them out here. Sound Soul
I
and
gotta
Papa
switch it.
Ultron off the map. That cloak is getting cleaned up as well. Yonko switching over to the Angela now at this point.
Yeah, Yancey Street got shut down. It wasn't Cloudland
Yeah,
time anymore.
under construction.
Under construction for Yancey Street. So the Angela's coming out. We'll see what Yonko can do with that. Definitely going to be flying around the map, ready to get some people out of position.
I'm gonna switch it.
Point where they
I'm
need to
switching it.
be.
I'm switching it. I'm gonna switch a different browser. I don't know why it's so
Vibes
low.
early on in the round yet again, but how can they hold it? We've been talking a lot about the defenses, and
Oh
this
wait,
is
this
some
is the
good damage.
DreamCon page. That's
Yonko
why.
going down right away with the Angela, found themselves out of position, flew a little bit too far. And so now we will see the Strange here for Good Vibes is be able to hold the front line. Gonna take a little bit of an off angle too as well, allowing some free damage to come through. Needs to
I'm
stay
gonna
in
use the
position
app on my
here
phone.
as best they can because as you see, Potato Dre just trying to just constantly put in damage. Oh, can he stay in the? Oh, yes, he will. And
Damn,
now he
Nix
will
is
be able
boxing.
to put out absolute punishment as he will be able to find one kill, find two.
I'm gonna switch it off. I'm switching the chat. Damn, they didn't hold my volume, chat. I'm not sure why it's playing it so low. They don't want to see a nigga repeat. Actually, if I close my browser, is this still showing? Is this still streaming together, chat? Oh, it is. Okay, okay, hold on. All right, look, here's what I'm gonna do. Open up. All right, open up a new window. Let's go to Twitch. All right, all right. And then we're going to.
Oh my God! Out. Last ditch effort. No, it is not gonna.
All right, bet. I'm gonna go live, and then I'm going to go to YouTube, find a Twitch. Not that one. Play this.
Pushing us to a round 3.
Man, we was talking about how Yancey Street was closed. They tried to reopen it. It didn't help them out whatsoever. But
Meek, meek, meek.
they did a fantastic job because to start that fight off.
You said, wait, DreamCon is this weekend? I thought it was April. Both incorrect. Those are both incorrect. Both of those times are incorrect. I'm not gonna. It's in July and it's not this weekend. But I understand. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing the volume as loud as I want it to be. It's so low. It's crazy because I had tested this earlier, but maybe because I am streaming together is like taking the audio elsewhere. But I don't feel like that don't make sense because it's getting my it's like getting my audio, but it's not getting the desktop audio, which is very weird to me. I'm just gonna have this up in the meantime, so that way I can have something to look at. And then I'm gonna try to fix the audio while I'm doing this. Mm-hmm. Dang, does it matter if it's on this side? Same thing, right? Hold on, I'm about to switch this up real quick because I'm using a different monitor. I'm gonna put this up here so y'all can still see everything while I adjust this out. All right. Boom. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave this here and then I'm gonna transition off. I'm trying to get the volume going.
Vibe to possibly counter that, and it was the counter in which they needed, as they will take down 4. Just this forward pressure is just a little bit too much for RVA civilians. And you see on the side of Good Vibes, they got 3 ults to utilize here as well. So they got exactly what they need in this situation to be able to hold their opponents off in spine, as you will have, currently maybe, about 2 minutes left if they can't get to this hill. But all
Move
right.
my chat box too.
Just look at Potato Dre, right? He's already building up another O as we speak, currently sitting at 86%. So Civilians is literally on the clock right now. They have to figure something out here before Potato Dre gets that ult. And there it is. The check has been sent. Civilians trying to do their best to get going here. You again removed from the playing field, just trying to find their way in, but the good vibes are too strong right now.
Hey, from what y'all can see, chat, are these guys good to y'all? Marvel Round people, are they good based off what y'all looking at? Can y'all see? Is Marvel Round type of game where you can watch, you can see that okay, niggas is good, or it's like you can't tell yet.
Couldn't get close. Papa Otron died right before he was able to gather his cloak to, keep his team alive there.
They decent. Oh, they decent. Oh, you must be cold then. You must be cold. Oh yeah, they alright. Like they not hanging with me, but they alright from what I can see. That's what you're saying basically.
Side of Good Vibes, as they was able to protect the point on that last bit of aggression from RVA civilians, and they will take
Oh, he said, "No,
that
I'm
match
ass."
number
Okay.
one.
I mean, the way you was
Top
talking like, oh,
blockers,
oh yeah, they cool.
fire just eating, right? 23
Not better than me
kills,
though,
41
but they
eliminations, getting
nice.
the job done. On the flip side, Soundso, was one of the top damage dealers and top blockers there on the side of RVA civilians. Just kind of lost that top damage mark for his squad there towards the end. But man, Soundso was doing it all. It just was not enough.
Dang.
Low-key stats, Jackal, what's standing out to you?
So something that's standing out to me that I would like to point out is feel like Nodik is a bit of the unsung hero here with the Moon Knight pick, as you can see here. Only 2 kills against the Potato Dre, right? And just for the simple fact that
Eliminations, yeah.
no, yeah, exactly. And Nodik essentially was just constantly keeping pressure on the civilians, and that is one of the main reasons why Yonko was having such a tough time, right? You see Yonko there 11-11, but there's no luck to be found there. Just, you going to see the Angels somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Nodik is just constantly putting out those onks, constantly creating pressure with the AoE damage, which is a great option here for this team, especially when they try to brawl a bit. And it
They're
just
having a hard
makes
time,
it
chat.
so much more difficult and allows Dre
Sit
to
down.
flourish. So, definitely wanted to point that out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the supports have been doing a great job, but I really feel like Nodik was the glue in that situation.
Oh man, he most definitely was. The supports for both squads, I feel like they did a good job. They were even to me. This came down to the tanks. It came down to the DPS. And I would put the tank advantage over to civilians, right? But it wasn't there. It was the DPS on the side of good vibes.
Boy,
That
it
was
looks like they
able to,
boxing, chat.
take out Yonko, take out Stacks, just kind of, make those frontline stands and the damage just a little bit difficult there
Mm.
for civilians to really have that output that they needed to get to the point. So, a great first match here. Okay, good vibes. Good vibes getting it done there. It looks scary for them because we was like, yo, they got the first round bye. And I want to say the teams that got the first round bye was the squads that had a higher overall player rank. Because we do know that. But they showed their skill set. Managing to come back in that map number one with those last two sets.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you mentioned, right, it definitely looked like it was more in civilians' favor in the beginning there.
Boy, I box on these.
Yuko
I'm just
is
playing.
gonna have
I'm
to
just
kind of
playing,
step
chat.
up
I'm
the
just
game
playing.
because honestly, it feels like the civilians are fighting a 5v6 at this moment, just because Yuko has literally been
28,000 healing and
consistently
95% accuracy.
effective
That healer
throughout
went
the
fucking
entire
stupid.
game.
Yeah.
If you noticed, in almost every team fight, Yuko was one of the first to go.
I'm
So
working on the volume.
that right
My
there
fault, y'all.
is a particular pain
It is
point
very
that the
low.
civilians are going to have to really try to hone in on and just figure out how to get around. I mean, you could go a second shield just to soak up a little bit more damage, right? Mr. Fantastic obviously is not the answer there because they face the same problem as the thing, but you got to find a way to protect yourselves at all times. So, we're going to
I
have to see
almost
how
thought that
Sabine get
his
around that.
Angela pick was going to be great at a moment, but he just kind of got picked out a little bit too soon, before the fighting was going to start.
Oh,
Angela, you
wait a
almost want to
minute.
be like an assassin at times, and once that team fight
Yes.
starts, flying through, scooping some people up off the map. And on that first point, when it came down to the Empire of Wakanda, where you got that edge, even on the screen graphic, it was the most opportune time for you to really get the most out of Angela. So that's neither here nor there anymore as we head on over to Tokyo 2099 as we get on over to Shin
Yeah, on the
Shibuya
Dreamcon one is good. I'm
to
trying to
see
fix it
what
on my
our
side so
squads
y'all
are
can
able to
hear
do
it
on this
good
map.
on my side
I feel
too.
like we might even get some pennies on this one. I feel like this is a good penny map.
Oh yeah, 1000%. I mean, it is
Uh-huh.
quite literally her map, right? So definitely could be a thing that we see there for sure. And this is a map that we don't really get to see too much of in general, and it's a pretty straightforward map for sure.
So I can't watch
This
my
is a
rivals, huh?
convergence.
I can't learn about the
This is a
game, chat.
convergence version. So you're gonna get the very deep choke there, the very deep hallway. Two sides to choose from on the attacking side, whereas the defense has more so the height advantage, right? So
Mm-hmm.
definitely curious to see how that goes there. In this case, however, having a little bit of dive could really help the civilians in this case. but more so of just getting a little bit of a smoke screen.
Y'all
But
is
here we
funny.
are. We're getting things started with
I'm here to learn about Marvel
the
Rivals, bro,
ban,
at a high
the
level.
Gambit ban. I'm really liking the Gambit and the Magic choices, more so the Magic choice, because I don't think enough attention is paid to
Hold on, let me test up the
Cecilia,
chat.
because she is a one hit kill. She's a one hit drop kind of character. She can get rid of you very quickly. Not to mention, she builds bonus health. She builds overshield, and she can make herself
Hold on, I'm
intangible,
testing
right? Which
something.
means that she can get herself out of ults. She can get out into cover quickly. Not to mention, she has the
I'll
minions,
just
so
play a
she's
random
able to
video and see.
occupy space in that kind of style, right? And with this being convergent, this is
Do y'all hear
a
this
type of
chat?
style where you
Y'all hear this
can
music?
sit in place. It's kind of like domination, right? Domination light, if you will.
I'm
So
playing some
again,
music.
the
Do y'all hear
first pick
this?
is very smart. We're going with the Iron Fist band once again, like you said, the comfort pick. Not really much change in strategy for
Maybe they got
good
intel
vibes
that we
here.
don't have when it
Okay,
comes
so
to
y'all
that.
hear the
Maybe
music too.
it might be a
Very
target.
low
It might
too,
be a
though.
target. Who knows? But we're gonna get the Elsa protect here
Okay, so it's
from good
something.
vibes.
Okay. So
We
it's
do
not
have the
just
Elsa
this.
ban on the
Yeah,
domination
last
Okay, I think I
side.
know what the problem might be. Is then hold on.
They
So we'll
keep
see
their
how this
Punisher.
goes.
Yonko is going to make sure he protected his thing too, as well, which is something that was noticeable. They're going to protect the Strange also. Do we get
Banning
some
Moon
more
Knight.
support bans? Okay. Do we want to take out some support comfort
It
picks?
seems as
The
though.
next question. Or man, I was trying to think of whoever else would be a nuisance. The Strange being protected was cool because Sound Soul's like I need my Strange.
Hold on, I'm
They
about to
took out
fix
the
it.
Phoenix.
For sure.
Phoenix was
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just really just trying to whittle down the AOE damage, right?
Have I been on Rivals? No,
Because
I have not been on Rivals.
the characters that are able
You
to
know, it's just too much going on,
right.
man.
So we're getting
Too
rid of
much
Moon. We're getting
investment,
rid
and
of
I feel like
Magic. We're getting rid of Gambit. We're
it seems
getting
hard,
rid
like a
of
hard game.
Phoenix.
So I'm like, no, I'm good.
This is Shin Shibuya is definitely one of those stages where I don't want to say characters don't matter, like your comp doesn't matter. It's more about the skill at the end of the day, because that rings true for any competitive title. But you can. There's a lot of flexibility in what you can do on this map. You don't necessarily have to do the 2-2-2, right?
mm-hmm.
You do have options here. So curious to
I'm
see how
switching
this
it. Give me a
goes.
second,
As we
chat.
see here on the civilian side, one shield tank.
Oh
However,
wait,
Yonko bringing out bringing the thing back out. Curious to see how that goes, and it's going
you
to
know
be
what might be
interesting
the reason
because
why I
something I
tuned
haven't
this?
seen yet is how Elsa's Diablo trap
Okay.
interacts with the thing,
It's
because
because
he can't
He
be
can't be.
captured,
Yeah, he's
like he can't be
invulnerable.
kidnapped, but I don't know, the Diablo trap. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it classifies as at this moment. So I'm very
Yeah.
curious to see if that does anything to disrupt Yonko's approach. But we'll see
He
how
might be
things
able to
go
just
here.
run right through it. I want to see
Yeah.
Rick Grimes, man.
y'all hear this?
Rick Grimes. All right, he got the bow in hand. We'll see
Oh
if
wait,
he, has learned some moves from his good friend Dale. But in the end, he is they're going to be one of their sole DPSs on top of stacks. He needs to get some picks while you got Yonko on the thing, really causing a lot of commotion here. Rick charging up, trying to hit some shots, but he's going to get taken out there towards the top. Elsa
damn, the
needs to
boys
get in
boxing,
on
chat.
that. There's going to be a two-man down here for civilians, as they will get forced back.
How many
Good
characters
vibes
are in Marvel Rivals, chat?
in the
And like, how often do they
background.
come out with
Here going
characters?
towards the hill. But they need not overextend themselves too much, as they will drop back, knowing that, okay, we got the first brawl reset. What y'all want to do?
All right, so as you mentioned before, right, Yonko was definitely testing out that
And he went
Angela
back.
on the last
Yep.
map. Yeah, like you said, right, kind of have to strike from the shadows, assassin style. Something that Angela could potentially do on this side, because you have a little bit more elevation to play
Ooh.
with, but you gotta be quick on it as stacks
They went back to
getting
this
dropped
triple
there on the
tank.
Thor.
They went back to triple tank again. This is the second time they've done triple tank. With just two supports and one DPS. And it has a bit of pressure in which they need it. And then we do get a few late swaps, and I think that's what it is. They just wanted to get some swaps. Everybody wanted to come off. Stacks goes back on the Star Lord. Angela just trying to stay alive in the situation, getting picked off, man. You know, Potato Dre says this is a no-fly zone. If you don't believe it, I'm about to prove it to you right now as he is at full
Them boys
capacity with the
boxing.
arsenal, able to take out one, melt down a strange shield, looking for that Angela. Won't be able to find her this time around, but nonetheless, RVA civilians still have not got past the first choke. And there's Angela in the back line. They got the call out for her. Question is, who wants to go back there to try to fight her? This is good.
Right.
She's doing great being a nuisance, forcing people to have to turn around. Gonna scoop one, gonna slam down, possibly try to get two, but they ain't having none of that. Punisher, Potato Dre, playing Gears of War, Shoddy out. Eye of Agamotto comes out from Infinitum as he would be able to stun two, and Good Vibes cleans house.
All right, so
Damn.
about a minute and a half left here. Civilians are gonna have to figure something out. Again, Potato Dre and Infinium are just doing
Them boys boxing, chat.
everything that you need from them at
The
this
shield
moment.
and the sword of the squad, man. It's just simple as that. The shield and the sword.
All right, here we go. Here's Soul looking for a chance to drop down with the eye, put the portal up, wait for the team to get in there. This is a
This game it does look pretty interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
60 seconds on the clock.
Oh, you don't want to
Here's
chase
the
that
invisible
kill.
woman. Oh, civilians
Oh, they put a little disclaimer.
alive. It's looking real grim right now.
I think Sound Soul hit the Eye of Agamotto on a rocket inside. They wasn't able to do much with it. And now Good Vibes are able to start picking up a few kills here. You will end up getting the
Boy, put me in.
from Emma and really just shook up everything on that engagement. You know, it was a
Oh.
decent photo there coming from the Strange, but I don't know if everybody was ready to take it at the same time. You know, Good Vibes had an opportunity to get some damage in on every player that came out, and really get them tagged up. And RVA civilians just really wasn't
Oops. I put.
coordinated as they needed to be to break this hill. But when
Oh wait, I put that
Infinitum
on the
goes
drink
charge,
cards
they're gonna need a
channel. Let
full
me switch.
stampede as it starts to come out. Will the extra little rascals that they got on
Damn.
the map be enough
Them
damage
boys in
to
here fighting.
finally get this first point? As RVA is able to pick up two, Infinium and Noctic
That was
able to
huge.
even out the odds. Eye of Agamotto picks up another one, and Good Vibes with another hold. That is a wipe.
Goodness.
What is going on?
Look sweet. They realized
That
that
was
this
a
was a
crazy
bitter
flip.
dessert.
Yeah, that was an insane flip there from Infinitum. Just
He ain't died,
wow.
boy. Him and Noctic, boy, they locked in right there. They said, "Hold up, man,
Yeah.
you ain't taking this first point. I don't know what you think this is, but you ain't taking this first point."
Yeah, it's over. And then, again,
What's good? I'm already tired.
the
Dang, your name is I'm already tired. Boy, you must be tired as hell.
putting out pressure, putting out damage.
Appreciate you tuning in.
Allowing, players like Potato Dre to flourish because they essentially are allowed to roam unchecked because Nodik is constantly being a threat on that front line. And that was a very unfortunate final moments there for civilians, right? Because they managed to pick off the Rockets who had an ult. So you literally removed one of their bailout options from the field.
Okay.
And just to get that going and still lose that ult at the last moment there to flip things
The hell was that? Oh.
super clutch play and amazing stuff from Good Vibes.
Yeah, you needed something to be able to take Infinium out of that ult, or you needed just one player to really like have that.
So I'm on my laptop, chat.
This guy may be trying to ult us soon.
It's easier to have another computer because sometimes it's like it be tripping when you.
That ult, shield our teams. Rick Grimes didn't have the Magnesium last. Didn't have the Magneto last round, but I don't think they really had the ability to knock the Strange out of that Eye of Agamotto or pull him like you can with a Bucky hook at the end of it. But all right, here we go. Good Vibes on offense, and they just need one tick. And you see how they're gonna take this all the way around. They're gonna bring a new angle.
I love this play. This is one of my favorite plays in the game. Not even taking the main right,
Damn.
going wide. Yeah, exactly. This is one of the early additions. Like if you really
Does this look like a? Is this look like a mismatch?
route to take on this stage.
Yeah.
Just because again, you saw how hard it was to take that main.
It's looking like one team.
The civilians. So Good Vibes understanding that it's going to break
Oh my
wide. early, you have natural cover. So already good vibes, making sure that they take the height early
Is it better now,
and
chat?
being able to
Did I hear
push the
that?
civilians out of position as they move forward and take the next game round.
Woo, that was a quick one. That was a quick
Mhm.
round indeed there, as civilians able to just lock
No
it
deaths.
in. No, few players, no deaths,
All right,
right?
bet.
Yeah.
Infinium definitely has to be one, and Nothic as well on the Elsa. As you can see, your MVP locking it down, throwing them in the handcuffs, wasn't playing
All right,
around.
bet. We get it.
Yeah, 1000% there. Good showing from Good Vibes, of course. Another 2-0 here to move things forward. Remember, folks, this is the road to DreamCon, so only one can be successful as we move forward here. So Good Vibes taking the set 2-0 versus RVA Civilians, moving on to the semifinal to face off against a tournament of power.
Boy,
And
put
then
me
on
in
the
here.
other side, we have EP facing off against the British Stone. As we move forward here into our semifinals. But good stuff again to all of our competitors. If you made it this far, that means that you definitely beat somebody to get here, right? So, you know, definitely shout outs to all of our competitors who are making it on this stage today.
Shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate you guys all coming through to, put on a show for us and the fans. And, I want to give a shout out to you all in chat. As soon as the DreamCon channel went live, man, you guys was in here blowing it up, ready to see some action, support your favorite creators, and just support the community as a whole. So I want to give some love to you guys out there. Our semifinals are complete. Well, no, sorry, our semifinals are locked in. Our quarterfinals are complete. As you guys heard Jackal say, EP versus Bridgestone is going to be our first semifinal, and then it's going to be Good Vibes going up against Tournament of Power. So far, everyone who has made it into the semifinals has been undefeated. They have not lost a match just yet. So we will see some squads really get pushed to their limits. We will get some squads pushed to their limits, and we'll see who can really kind of turn up here going into the next set of games, man. But
real quick, chat. Who's like a good noob starter hero? Like he just got on this bit and easy to learn, and you gonna be solid. In your opinion, Moon Knight.
in this next set.
Yeah, for sure, right.
Star-Lord?
And you know, it's only going to get tougher from here as we continue on in the brackets. But real quick, we're just gonna take a look at some highlights from the Tournament of Power and Press Q to Win match. Already, got some strong stuff here from Tournament of Power. Legendary Pred, the FGC rises again. I'm telling y'all, we are out here. It's the Fangas, it's the execution as we are getting things going. And the Emma play out here. We haven't been able to see too much of Emma, so it's good to see, that
Moonlight
she's out there.
DPS.
But
Basically,
again, it's been a great
Strange
day for
Tank.
Punisher players. It seems like everywhere you go,
Wait,
you
how many
see
characters did y'all say
that,
it was?
man.
How many characters?
I want to ask this question because
more or less.
I don't know if anyone's ever asked it, but I feel like it could be done and be done very easily. Could you play Rivals on a fight stick?
Oh, that is a great question.
Could you play
feel
Rivals
like
on a
it depends
fight
on the
stick?
character. I feel like it depends on the character, right? Iron
stick.
Fist, 1000%.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Iron Fist,
and I guess not because the stick will be like a left or a right stick. Maybe have a jump on it. It's not all directions when it comes down to the stick, but it's definitely something to think about. You might need I think you need two sticks. You need two sticks to play this game. So
yeah, for sure.
Somebody will do that. That's great content.
Maybe not.
Fighting game player playing Rivals. You get to Grandmaster only on a fight stick. I'll watch it.
Listen, break that hitbox out. Pretty much the closest thing you can get to the keyboard, right? So get it to work. I want to see a YouTube video somewhere. Somebody get on that.
All right, now when we gonna come down to the end of this tournament, who's gonna be on a thumbnail of our YouTube video? When it comes down to these four teams that's gonna be left here, all great competitors. They've been putting on a show all day long, and I'm pretty sure that they have been watching as well all these matches. They've been looking at the highlights, they've been looking at the series, trying to gather intel to see, what heroes should we be banning, what heroes should we be protecting going into this next series, because It's going to
What's good,
be
David?
absolutely
Appreciate y'all
insane,
pulling up.
everybody. All right. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win. You know, Epi, Bristone, Good Vibes, Tournament of Power. Who's going to be the two teams coming into our finals as we get ready for it, man? All right. Jackal, you know, out of the squads that we've seen so far, who's standing out to you?
So far, good vibes have stood out to me the most. Just because, you know, like I mentioned before, how the Stone had a very strong, cohesive effort between the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
But good vibes, you know, definitely made that work. And I feel like a good team always has a good, strong tank. And Infinium has been doing exactly what they need to do at all times,
Not the top
from
two. Give
being
me
able
top
to
teams I can
just
play,
stay
y'all.
out there on the field, regardless of what is happening, right?
Man.
Just constantly coming through clutch. You have Nodic, who has been doing phenomenal work there, allowing Potato Dre to flourish. The supports are doing great jobs. Everybody's firing on all cylinders. You know, it's just been a great time to watch.
I swear I'm banning that strange. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm getting some strange.
They tried to
bans
ban the Moon Knight,
going
thought that
into
it was the answer too,
semis.
but it's I don't know. You never
Had to
know,
get him
right?
up out of there. All
Wait,
right,
man,
just
it logged me out
seriously.
for some reason.
all right, man. Well, guys, we are getting our semifinals underway, and we are about to go to a quick break here soon. But man, it has been a fun start to our qualifier one tournament. When we come back, we're getting closer to the finals and to decide who's going to DreamCon.
Hey. I'm muted for a second. So yeah, so as I was saying earlier, for those y'all who weren't here earlier, I'm also hosting over here on that side. So there'll be times where I'm gonna switch over. We have a few more casters that'll be coming in a little bit later, so I'll be over there, do my spiel, and then we gonna go back and forth. So I'm gonna switch my camera over there at some point. So just stay tuned. But I'll still keep this the feed going, so that way you can still see whatever what's going on. So that should be it. It shouldn't really affect anything in here, to be honest. Just giving a heads up. Oh damn. Ads. That's crazy, y'all. Oh wait, I'm not I'm not logged in. When did I log out? It said you got ads on your own thing. Yeah, you're right. Hell no. They ain't getting no free promo from us. It logged me out, chat, for some reason. I don't know why I logged out. But you're not getting that. I'm just playing. It don't even matter. I ain't that serious. But you know what I'm saying, low key, boys they got to throw some paper up. They trying to get the free promo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, y'all ain't about to just get the free promo. It is what it like. It depends. It just depends. No, I'm just playing. It ain't that serious. Let me log in though. It's crazy because I do not remember logging out. That's why it says I'm not logged in at the moment. So let me log in. Yeah, there's gonna be 4 qualifier events. This is just the first of 4. After the 4 are completed, then obviously the finals would take place at DreamCon, and they would compete on the main stage. at DreamCon, yeah, the best teams. So all the people that are playing now are playing in these qualifiers to see if they can be able to compete. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? It should. It's pretty straightforward. Turn it down a little bit. Hey. Wait, what the heck? Me and my friends plan on signing up. Hold on. Read some of the chat. Me and my friends plan on signing up for the April tournament. Y'all don't criticize my Scarlet Witch too hard. Hey, man. You got April. You said April. That's a plenty of time. That's a whole. That's a good amount of time to get in the lab. You got to be on you. You got to play at least a few games a night. NNW versus RDC Mobile Rivals. I don't know the skill. I don't know the. See, look, I'm just an outside looking in. I don't know the skill gaps right now. Hey. They kind of go in with this beat. Oh shit. Okay, slow down. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bum bum. Oh Lord. Getting old, Chad. Getting old. I don't got them young knees anymore. Oh yeah, I need to. I'm gonna turn this down. Damn, this beat's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, finger snaps. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Turn it up right now. Mm-hmm. Somebody saw the highlights. Yeah, they're getting beat up on these highlights. I'm gonna mute it for a little bit while they on break. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'll switch it back for the day back live. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so I thought it would be a little bit shorter, so I wasn't sure. Uh, okay, they talking about something. Um, but yeah, man, what else is new, man? In the meantime, I think I have some other stuff I want to tell y'all. Oh man, League of Legends. I've been playing. So now, what I have been doing, I still been playing League, y'all. I've been playing League of Legends. What rank was I last time? What rank was I? Anybody remember? What was I playing? I was like, yeah, I'm trying to rank up. on League. I don't remember what rank I was, but your boy, your boy he been in the lab during my free time. I'm in the lab. You know what I'm saying? Who do I main on League of Legends? I really play Master Yi a lot. I think I was like I might be like silver, like upper silver 1, 2. Hold on, I'm about to get on here real quick. I'm a jungle man. Yeah, I jungle. That's just, you know what I'm saying, something I got into. But look at this, y'all. Boy, look at my rank now. Look at my rank now, chat. See my rank? You know what I'm saying? Look at my rank now. Look at my rank now. I'm platinum. You know what I'm saying? I was silver last time you see me. Your boy had to get in the lab. This is all one trick pony. I basically used one character and I was just in there. I was trying to move like Rock Lee. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Rock Lee, and I'm about to just put my taijutsu so high that I can compete with other Jones. So, you know what I'm saying? Just want to let y'all know. That was a cool update. I play mid E sometimes. It's just people have been playing him top lane, and I've been trying to do. I tried it once or twice, and we won the game, but it didn't go. The lane part was terrible. But mid lane is I like mid because I'm a jungler, so I like to kind of roam around. That's kind of my theory. But there's a lot of mid champions who are like, but it's unbearable. Some of these mid champs, they could just fucking jump on you and blow you up, man. No cap. Ain't much you could do about it. You gotta just fucking take that shit. So you gotta just know how to play them. So even when I'm playing, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me lock in. Why am I not logged into any? I got too many. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Well, low key, I don't need to be logged. I can on my desktop. I'll be logged in on playthatjohn's Twitch. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh shit, we're back live. Hold on, let's switch this. We'll go back. Let's
Be inside the gaming hall when we crown a champion, but we still need to qualify our first 4 teams here, Jackal.
Yeah, 1000% right. And is only going to go up from here. The competition
be right back, chat.
has been absolutely phenomenal today. But moving on, you know, we have EP versus the British Stone. It's going to be a very interesting matchup for sure. The Stone, who beat Red Lightning Arc earlier today, 2-0, facing off against a team who was considered to be the favorite for today. You know, EP is a very strong team, has a very strong lineup, but the Stone have been they've been getting the job done. So, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how things shape up here for sure. I'm not really, you know, down to give any predictions or anything like that. Not, you know, not similar to what's been happening in the chat, of course. You know, remember, folks, if you're in the chat, you do have the ability to place your predictions using your
5 hours into a stream and I still smell Unstoppable. Have you tried Unstoppable scent boosters?
Yo!
Unstoppables is my laundry power-up for 24-hour nonstop
Oh
freshness.
my
So now I can
gosh.
constantly smell fresh from all-day streams
All
to
right, bro,
our
hold on.
game nights. Level up your laundry game.
This has gotten so out of hand.
Hey, man, bro. I thought I already took the shit off. What? It logged me out again. W Downey, chill. Hey, Disney, give me some bread. Water, hey, pay up. Boy, got yo chat. It keeps it logged me out, bro. Just calm down. Shit, watching the ads, bro. You know what? Actually, this is all I want. I want to support DreamCon. You watch the ads, it helps DreamCon. So this is what I wanted to happen. You feel me? Yeah, this is what I want to happen because if y'all get to watch it through me, then you guys are watching the ads like y'all supposed to be watching them. So low key,
Trivago, you can compare prices from
yeah,
multiple different sites.
And
just how I
and
planned.
prices from hotel websites.
Same hotel, $100 less.
2 words. Check Trivago.
Benny. Check Trivago to compare prices and
Trivago?
save up to
Okay.
40%. Hotel.
Bet.
Trivago.
A lot of value's been given from the Punishers, the Moon Knights, again, those characters with that all around presence, a lot of AoE presence, right? Punisher, not necessarily an AoE character, but if you pair him up with someone who has that kind of presence, right? Like, for example, when we had the Elsa pick, having that Diablo trap that cannot be seen or destroyed once it has been set, definitely keeping things on an even kill. But here we go here as sorry about that, folks. The commentators curse as we already have the Moon Knight and the Elsa bands getting things started immediately.
Okay.
Let's see what the protect picks are.
I respect it. I respect it indeed. Also, everybody start taking our tips. Look at them. They not.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
we
I
got
shouldn't have said
all
nothing.
snipers. We got all Jeffs at the bottom. They not showing exactly what they doing, but it shows that the
Right.
team is listening. I love that. We get a Loki protect and we get the Strange protect. All right, so those are two interesting ones to me. I haven't seen a lot of Lokis today because we did get a lot of bans from the Loki when it came down to Team Bridgestone. All right, so we did see a lot of that.
Yeah, for sure, right? And again, it's that quote unquote support loop that I mentioned before, right? Being able to double up on these very, very strong immortality specials that we've been seeing a lot of, right? But of course, per the usual, Gambit is not allowed to play again. So, it's gonna be interesting to see things here. No thing protect, but a Namor protect. And this I like. This is a great pick here from the Stone because Namor is another character. He shouldn't be. Okay, he shouldn't be, but he is a bit of a sleeper. Real ones know because this character has stood the test of time, has been buffed literally every major patch. This guy just keeps getting the gifts that keep on giving, and nobody picks him. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know
But
some really.
Hey, chat. Is Gambit OP? Is he broken or something, or just like for this matchup? It's my fault. Excuse my ignorance. Okay, he's really good. Okay.
They
'Cause I was
protected
looking at
their
that
Loki.
too.
We got a cloak up out of there. I thought that was really cool because I'm up here like let's take out some of these supports, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. But as you see, man, everyone got some lowered supports that they could play. All right. Rizachi says, you know what? You're gonna take out the cloak. I got the rocket. No worries whatsoever. And then as we know, Epi really wanted that Loki, so they always had that invisible girl in their back pocket too, also. And the Invisible Girl and the Doctor Strange combo, as he was talking about the power up, allowing him to be able to pull players in when he is activating his E ability, I want to say.
Right now, not a lot of displacement on either teams here. You saw that there was a thing pick earlier, but they put that back in the closet. They put that back up on the shelf. Very smart choice there, considering what it's been looking like for theme players today, especially with the Namor protect as well. Oh, excuse me.
I was about to say, hold up there.
The skin kind of threw me off a little bit. You're right. That just dropped, so bear with me here. Still getting my eyes adjusted.
I love that skin. That skin is awesome.
Literally the first skin the thing has gotten that is actually cool. Everything else has just been, as far as I'm concerned, a palette swap. Like, sure, you have the trench coat skin, but this is the one that actually looks like a special skin that I would pay money for, right? You know, that would actually spend my gold coins. So, you know, good stuff to NetEase for putting that out there. Now here we go, Neko with the Star Lord. We have seen this before. No Punisher this time, but we're seeing here is that we're going for a bit more mobility as Pebble is rocking the Hella, Seiya is rocking the Thing, and Reishi is rocking the Rocket. So a lot of characters that are able to just get out of there if they need to. But here we go, Eepee with the Deadpool. However, Eepee lost their Strange early on, so that's not good. This is a chance for Stone to take things going here, but the Loki, the Deadpool, the Invisible Woman, that triple support, baby. We all know it, we all love it or hate it, you never know depending on who you ask. But already getting things going. Lion coming back from the grave. Stone
Will he
just
get back
taking
in time,
way too
though?
long here. Yeah, but Stone is just taking a little bit longer here than I would like in order to get things going, as we have the support ult trade. Everything's flying here so far, and Lion is back in the fight. Again, Eepee doing a great job of just overall sustaining that triple support, paying dividends right now.
It really is, especially with that Loki in the background. And so the sustain is there. Now they get to take another fight at this hill, and they will start to press through. Now, Eepee, they got multiple ults to utilize. They will take that Loki ult and bring out themselves a second invisible wall here to utilize, and that shall sustain them a bit longer. On the flip side, Frosted Plague popping the Eye of Agamotto, looking to be able to hold his team's ground in here. But on the flip side, Ryu Lion with the Eye of Agamotto, it seems to be doing a little bit more damage, more effective than his counterparts on the other hand. And Eepee looking to capture this kill, but still no captures yet. No one's getting points. We're still evenly known here since the start of this matchup.
No one's kept anything
at all whatsoever. A great job with these support ults, and you're going to see that second invisible wall come out from Eepee. They hold on the line, but you get the Rocket ultimate as well on the side of British Stone, as they will give them the damage that they need to be able to finally lock in this point. And it got scary for a little bit. It really did. It's a lot to kind of break down in that first fight, but I think the Rocket may be the MVP, staying alive, getting those players off a revive, because Hella was the first to go down. Hella was right back in the fight automatically, and then that's when you kind of say, Jack, I wish that Bridgestone be a little more aggressive. Why they got this advantage before the Strange got back? And even with the double invisible walls, Epi could not do it. Let's see if they can do it now.
Yeah, for sure, you know, but that was a very, very strong showing from both teams here. The longest fight of the tournament so far, and that was just to get the first initial point. But Eepee coming back strong, already burning the Bucky ult. And again, you know, it's been a massive brawl out here. Morana with the invisible wall, Stone doing their best to hang on, but the Loki, the support loop, you love to see it. Yeah, definitely, right? And that's a great turnaround there. Eepee losing out, bleeding out early, losing so much so quickly, but Stone also taking losses on their end. Seiya with the ult, do you use it? Do you get them out of there? Do you stick it out? What are you gonna do here? They're purple, but they're getting healed. Is it enough?
I don't know if the Thing's pressure is there. He finally is able to punch through the overheal that you saw the Winter Soldier have in that moment. Morana just keeping the squad alive there. Great usage of support ults from both of the squads, but it was the Eye of Agamotto from Frosted Plague that was the turner in that last battle, keeping his heel in favor of the British Stone. As Frosted Plague behind enemy lines. Hella from the skies. It's a lot for AP to handle. This will probably be the most that they've been contested all tournament long, and with a barrage of damage coming from the skies, Hella hits the ground. And now, as you will see, Thing pushing out the front line, knowing that his squad has this hill on lockdown, and the British Stone will take point number one.
That was a phenomenal showing there from both teams, especially British Stone. Seiya, Thing rises again, finally able to actually play the game for once. You know, definitely a great showing there from everybody. But yeah, it's definitely a tale of two tanks, as Plague and Seiya doing great work here, just staying alive. Again, characters that are able to just get out of there when need to be, right? With Plague being able to levitate, Seiya with the football run. You know, Pebble and Neko, not the stars in this case in this particular run, but that's okay because they are still able to get the value that they need. Pebble doing a great job of the ult economy, something that I noticed there. They were able to get 2 ults off there in that case, which were very critical because it forced them out of the position. Even if they don't get the kill, right? Being able to just force them off the point is value in itself. So we're moving on here to the second stage. A little bit more close quarters, right? Not as much elevation. So we're going to be curious to see how things go here. Again, EP running the triple support, this time with the Luna on deck.
I mean, the British Stone may stands for Thin Grim, the Thing himself, as you saw Sarah be able to turn up on that first round. And what an Eye of Agamotto. Did he even connect?
No.
Like he was a little bit high. A little bit knocked back, and now Frosted Plague comes in with an Eye of Agamotto, able to stun maybe at least one, but both Eye of Agamottos not being as effective as they need to be. But when it comes down to the guns, you got Neko up here looking to try to confirm a kill. Rocket ult goes down. British Stone in a great position to take this heal, but we will get our first invisible wall hitting the ground and sustain Epi, as they did lose both of their tanks here in this fight, and they're also going to lose a DPS. It's going to be up to their Thing, who's also taken out. And now British Stone knocking out that last support off the map. They says, come on, Dak, what you doing there with the dance party? You can dance off the ledge. We don't want to deal with you.
Yeah, how bad do you want it, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and hit the hard reset button for EP. Stone being the fork in the road, just the immovable object that is constantly causing these problems for EP right now. A bit of an upset, if you will, if they pull this out. Opting to go for the, oh my goodness, going for the high road and getting sent flying high, as Seiya coming through here with the already just massively just trying to disrupt things here, and they're going to pay the price for it. However, EP coming out on top is doing a great job of just utilizing that positioning. Stone tried to get to him early, but it wasn't enough in that case, and EP's going to go ahead and get on the board.
I mean, that was a tough fight, a solid one at that, to be able to take in that upper corridor to try to get to the hill. You got a lot of things there. A lot of Yancey streets happening there. It was a double way, but it was a one way in the end when it came down to Epi to be able to get to the hill, be able to hold this one down. But now, from above, you see Pebble raining down some fire with the Hella, putting out some damage. We'll be able to take out a support, and we'll be able to get some extra help too as well, to be able to take out another DPS. That's going to be 4 members down on the side of Epi, as they shall flip the hill back in their favor, they being British Stone. And now, as they continue to gain points and take the lead, let's see how they want to hold this defense.
Yeah, for sure, right. And you got a couple of options here. Seiya again with another ult stocked up, and Pebble,
does this look like a mismatch?
2 displacement ults that can very much ruin your day. EP, however, with the Eye of Agamotto, is definitely going to be curious here. Lion also having access to Portal. They may choose to use it here if they lose this fight. But here we go here, opting to go for the high ground because it did work out for them again. You know, it did work out for them earlier in this case. But here we are here. It is clobbering time. But no dice here for Seiya as they use the great counters all around here from EP. The support loop survives again.
Dak may be doing a great job to be able to get his team down into that hill at full health for them to have a nice even fight. But from above is Hella raining out Hellfire. The Strange trying to block as much as they can, but they can't get it done. EP's going to lose both of their tanks and a support for 3v6 on the hill, and it's only a moment of time before the rest of the squad is wiped. And I don't know if that Neko, if that Winter Soldier ult came in at the end of the fight, because I don't remember him slamming towards the beginning of that. But at the end, I think he knew it'd make a difference. It'd make a difference.
Yeah,
they were going to take that
not.
round. But granted, they will wrap this map up in a fashion where they like, hey, we use everything that we got. A quick first map here for British Stone. And as we can see that they got some fans in the chat here as their tank, Sarah Seiya, absolutely went off.
Yeah, and honestly, that was a very, very strong showing from Stone here, ready to go. And as you can see here, you know, getting rid of that Moon Knight and group pick really helped out in that case, because EP kind of, you know, I don't want to say, you know, played themselves in that case, but essentially gave Stone the
They're back.
ability to open up the playing field for themselves, because now Seiya can move about freely. The characters that do the most damage to Thing, right? Like Mantis, like Moon Knight, you know, no abilities to really force him back into the back line there, force him
Yeah.
back on the other side, or they're no longer in play. So it's been a real fun time for this Thing player, so to speak. You know, 12 final hits, 27-2, the big brawler, the main damage dealer. Very, very good stuff there from Seiya.
I mean, it was definitely a tank diff out of the situation, right? And you know, when it came down to Thing and disrupting a lot of the back line, you know, taking out those supports, you gotta be able to melt him. And you look at the team comp, you know, who you got to melt him? Punisher. You know, Angela's not in a close quarter battle with a Thing. That's not where Angela's gonna be good at. You know, Strange is definitely in a brawl with him, but you know, Strange is also getting focused by the Hela and other characters also, you know. So the triple support didn't work out there for EP. You know, it wasn't their saving grace in the situation, as it maybe the saving grace of many people when it comes down to their rain games, you know. But man, we'll see if the weather will change in this series and EP can, you know, catch the breeze that they need to really kind of tie this one up. And yeah, man, hell. You know, I'm kind of speaking of weather because I'm mind blown that it's actually snowing outside. I don't know about y'all, but I feel
Wait,
like the
are you
weather
serious?
it's snowing for me right now. And I'm just like, I thought we were past this. I'm just so shocked. I I thought we were past this in Chicago. Like we got more
Remember,
snow.
kids, climate
It's
change is a
coming.
myth. It's
I
all in your
mean,
mind.
I'm just literally, I've been telling people, I feel like ever since the NFL playoffs, right? Like, you know, whenever I do my parlays, I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, oh, weather crazy, they kicking. You know, it's too cold, they're running. And the weather has been jacked up. You know, the playoffs to say one thing in Chicago, like, oh, it ain't gonna be snowing. Next thing you know, the Bears game is a whiteout. I'm like, they doing this on purpose, or somebody got fired. All right. Somebody out there looking for a new meteorologist job, because right now it still was supposed to be.
Good question. Somebody, C Grizzly, as RBC has been playing or has enjoying Rocket League lately. Do you think it would be possible to have a Rocket League event at DreamCon, or has that not been considered yet? Rocket League has been considered, and it is something that I've been pushing for. So hopefully we'll see how it goes. We do something online. Honestly, I think Rocket League might, you know, that shit might be live. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can see it. Now, is there enough people that play Rocket League that would play into it? That's the real question. Like, is there interest for it? I feel like it. I feel like a lot of people play. I think in general, a lot of people have played Rocket League. So, what happened? They not. Is it good? But yeah, that's my answer to that. I feel like if we do Rocket League, it's gonna. A lot of people are gonna pull up and start practicing too. We'll just see. You know, nothing's confirmed at the moment, but honestly, outside of that, there's just a list. We have a list of things. We got a list of games that we're thinking about. I just think personally, Rocket League is a very straightforward concept. Like, you know, people might be tuning in. I can see people being like, "Shit, hold on, let me pull out the controller and start practicing." And like the energy, and you know, for people who are casuals or like just casually watching it, I feel like it's entertaining to watch because it's just goddamn soccer with cars, pretty much. You know, so now if we did like a Rocket League event online, now that'd be dope. Get the community see who's the coldest, and then that might be interesting. What the fuck? NFL? Uh-oh, what happened? Something must have happened. All right, y'all, let's get back to it.
Right? I mean, for those of you that are watching at home, EP is the favorite here. They are the highest ranked team in the entire bracket. So to see Stone so resoundingly rout them in this case on domination, which is a mode that can very easily make or break you in terms of like setting the pace. definitely was a sight for a sight for sore eyes for sure.
Yeah, definitely a sight for real, man. And so as we come down to it, we're going into our second map, and it is going to be Convergence on Empire of Eternal Night. We're going to Central Park, everybody.
Mhm.
And it's probably snowing in Central Park. If not today, it will be tomorrow soon. But this isn't going to be a snowy battle. This is going to be a bloodbath here in Central Park, as you're going to end up having EP giving it everything in which they got to force this to our first map 3 of the day. It's been nothing but 2-0s, nothing but 2-0s. But EP ain't having that. We talk a lot about them being our favorites today. With this being our first tournament, really the only information we got that the base that off of is all of our players' average rank, right? And EP has the highest average rank, but you still need teamwork, right? You still need to have some good picks and bans. And you got to go out there and you got to execute. One of the biggest surprises that I've seen today, I think we've had a lot of good IGLs out there. We haven't seen a lot of we've seen some typical, kind of rank engagements and plays, but just like when we went to Tokyo, we saw somebody call out that wide wrap on point number 1. Take the fight to a different location, do some different things that your opponent may not be prepared for at this level of competition. So I feel like all of our players are learning a lot today. Learning a lot of new strategies. And it's just gonna make our next 3 qualifiers coming up that much better, as all of our teams will have at least a month to prepare for each one as we head into the final event, the tournament on land at DreamCon this July.
Yes, yes, yes. And remember, folks, it's multiple qualifiers, 4 in total. So for those of you that are at home, you do have an opportunity to try your luck as well. If you weren't able to make it in today's bracket, there are others that you can sign up for. These tournaments are free to enter. So if you and your friends want to, test your luck, test your might, definitely feel free to join in there. But we're going ahead and join into this map as we have our initial picks and protects for the bans here. So we have Elsa and Moon Knight getting banned off the rip immediately again. So we're getting rid of that, of course. And obviously Sega is loving that Moon Knight ban. But here we go. Here we have the Strange protection. To be honest, we might see have a Gambit protect. That's gonna be interesting for sure. But I would like to see again, a Magneto ban, but we're gonna get the Thing ban instead.
I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was hoping that we got the Strange ban, but I think we get some support protects now. Just protect your supports.
Yep.
Because if you're not protecting the Loki, or they already banned the Loki, so no Loki. So that's a good call out, right? You won't get that Loki again. Last time, granted, the Loki was on the triple support squad, and it wasn't much in which, Loki had an effect on. Maybe made it difficult for British Stone, but in the end, they still got through to Loki. So they'll respect them. They'll ban them. Protect for the Winter Soldier there. We know Neko Lorenzo loves the Winter Soldier, so they'll be able to have that to utilize. And now our final bans. We get some supports. Star-Lord. All right. Cloak and Dagger, maybe? Maybe we go back to the Cloak.
Yeah,
maybe
Cloak and Dagger yeah, Cloak and Dagger got the protection there. So
it did get the protect. Okay, I take that back.
We're seeing, like you said before, right? There's definitely an IGL there that is steering the ship for sure, especially with the changes in these bans. We have the Loki ban, we have the Thing ban. So there are adjustments being made. Picking the Mantis ban over Magneto, I don't know, maybe might be the wrong N word there, but you never know. We'll see how it goes. Again, there are just certain maps that are very strong for Magnus because of just how well he is, how good he is at blocking that lane, just that bulwark, that wall. Strange obviously has a shield as well, but Magneto's shield is a little bit different because you can't get through it. It eats things, right? So it's definitely one of those things that can be very helpful in this case. But we're going to see what happens here. Neko opting to go with the Hawkeye, just an all-around fragger, right? We've seen so many strong DPS showings from them so far today. But here we go. Here we have Gambit finally on the field, but no Loki, so no doubling up there. But we are running with the triple support as we have the Invis from Dakby and Amelia rocking the Rocket, Jeff. Maybe. Oh, we are going with the Jeff, which is not a terrible choice on this map. Again, these convergence maps with these really hard chokes, Jeff can excel a bit in because of the fact that their heals pierce, so they can just occupy that space without even really having to commit too much. So that's really good choice there from Amelia. But Amelia is going to be one of the first to go down as Neko taking out another DPS. Again, just a natural born fragger here, going in the rogue, backing up. Swords has been, you know, kind of on the lamb a little bit here, you know, hasn't really been able to get things going, but we're hoping things will change.
Yeah, we'll see if they can for him, as Swords is going to be just, you know, waiting for some angles there on that left side. But now as the squad groups up here for Epi, looking to find them that pick in which they need to make it around this corner. They're doing a good job jiggling this shoulder, but now they're going to have to take the fight head on, as you will have the Magneto of Ryu walk through this front door, trying to just shield himself properly. Here comes Neko on the ult here for Hawkeye, able to pick up one, takes out the Magneto. A few hops, able to take out the Winter Soldier as well, looking for a third. But even if he doesn't get him, the damage has been done here for Epi to hold, for British Stone to hold off on this defense.
Yep, and we already have 2 support ults for Stone on deck. Epi is going to have to figure something out here, because right now Stone has the economy, the momentum, and the execution, right, of Neko doing all the work right now, paying dividends. However, Queen Bee with the early pick here is going to go ahead and pop that Gambit ult. We're going to see a counter here soon enough. Rage Chi popping first with the invisible wall. Smart choices there. Pebble popping the ult with the Hurricane. So we're trying to clear everybody out of here, get them up out of here immediately if you can. However, Marauder's going to have to pop that ult soon. Frosted Plague going to be coming around the corner here soon enough. However, is it enough? Invisible Woman Shield was in time. Epi, they got numbers. It's looking like they got it.
Magneto missed his ult too as well.
Wait a minute.
Have it. Now they get him forced back at the end. They at the front line, but that is a good lock up there, as they will be able to force and get 3. What's man? I was gonna say what stunned them or locked them all up. It was Grudo. Okay.
Yeah.
Swords hit the Grudo, and I was like, what was it? The Grudo into the Winter Soldier slam, and also into the Magneto blades as well. It just worked out perfectly there for Epi to be able to lock in that first point and start getting the card out.
Yeah, and we're starting to see, you know, why these characters were banned for so long, right? The group pick from Swords from Deep, allowing Epi the chance to get that final stun, you know, to get that last little bit of the wipe. So now here we are. We got the first point. Now we're moving along down the line. Ooh. Neko with the Punisher yet again, going with the tried and true, looking to get the Groot out of there, but the Invisible Woman ult is going to save him. Queen V having ult ready to go to continue to fight. However, Frosted Plague is getting taken out early. They might not need it. And the Epi kids are pushing British Stone back. It is looking like a completely new ball game for Epi right now.
A completely new one indeed, as they will start to be able to, they're catching their flow right now, as they're being able to just kind of push this cart, winning a few big team fights there, able to now hold off British Stone here at the back line, behind the wall of the next point in which they're trying to capture. Groot will be able to get his ult back, as he's ready to, I'd lock him up at that door right now. If anything, lock him up at the door if you can, and then they're going to use the Storm ult to be able to get their team out of that door and give them another chance, another fight. Invisible wall goes down as well. Here comes Magneto. Not able to connect. He did take out the rogue, but you wanted to try to find a support there in that situation, and Magneto is managing to stay alive. 5v5 situation here for Epi, as they are getting backed up around the corner. Great defensive stand here for British Stone.
Yeah, for sure. And you always want to take a team fight without having to burn all of your resources, right? You want to win as efficiently as possible. And that's exactly what Stone is doing here. Having access to the eye and the cloak and dagger carpet. Plague is going to be forced to use it here possibly as they're getting yanked all over the place. But here we are, EP trying to get something going. Invisible Woman all built up, so now they have a chance to survive. Stone doing a great job here of just holding the fort. EP, Stone looking for somebody to crack, and there it is. Dakby with the clutch push. They knew, they saw it coming. You must have played Overwatch before. You've died to Reinhardt a few times. You know how this works. So here we are here. Dakby using the ult here. Queen V with another Gambit ult, but they're going to have to retreat as the Stone stay alive.
60 seconds left. Stone having a strong wall up here of defense here at the second point. And they're going to back up because more importantly, they want to keep their height advantage. They don't want to give that up being too aggressive. You know, they do have one player at the choke just to really get things started. But majority of that team is going to be ready to fight as he kites back. But Plague out of position. What you doing, Plague? He's able to go up high and get back. His team was able to farm up a little bit off of that. And now you will have the Rogue hopping in, ready to brawl. The ult comes through for British Stone, so they can be aggressive here. Queen V pops the Gambit ult to give their team that extra offensive power that they need to be able to get to that cloak ult. Here comes Storm on another massive ult as well, but will it be enough to be able to push back EP? I don't know if it is here, as Magneto able to, sorry, but not Magneto, but Strange able to stun 3 on the side of EP, but don't worry, EP finds 2. They're looking good to be able to get this point, the last bit of distance in which is needed for them to capture point number 2. And right now, they're going to be successful.
Yeah, so far, the hero of this particular point has been Ryu Lion, getting that pick on the Bucky there with the ult and then cleaning up the second kill, as you mentioned before, getting the twofer, which is going to get them that first point. And again, this is where it gets really tough because now you're losing elevation and sight lines. However, enough is enough as Alfaro getting some picks of their own. EP trying to capitalize off of this momentum, pushing Stone back, becoming the unstoppable force that they need to be in order to get things going here. And as you mentioned before, you know, the Strange Plague has been just getting absolutely pulled all over the place. They don't really have a choice where they are at this moment. And we're going to see a switch here as Neko is putting their tank boots on, as Plague is switching up with the Namor pick. And as I mentioned earlier, I do like Namor in this game when it comes to the competitive meta. He is an all-arounder. He has great damage, good sight lines, and on top of that has the ability to get out of there when you need to. Essentially creates a mismatch on the field anytime he is on the field. So.
Now, when it comes down to the mismatch here in this current fight, is looking to be a little bit of a maybe a support mismatch here as the Gambit's able to keep the squad alive there on the back enemy lines. We will get an invisible wall down and a whale out of nowhere, looking like Laboon hitting the field. But how much of an impact is gonna have here for the British Stone, as they will be able to push back Epi, picking up 2 kills here, holding the line here on the stairs, the quick kick off the side. And now Sarah able to help acquire this last and final kill here of this team fight of this round, and it will be the British Stone able to hold off here.
All right, and I think this is the first time on this map that we have seen a successful, well, at least the ability to push the point out of spawn, right? So this is definitely a good showing from EP. As you can look on the scoreboard here, pretty even. You know, Ryu Lion again, the unsung hero, doing a great job of keeping EP in the fight, but the Stone moves on. As again, they've been making these switches, and it's a really good sign that they're doing so, because that means that this team is versatile and multifaceted. No one person is an island. No one person is just this. So, you know, we're seeing here switches from multiple players to multiple roles, which is allowing for a lot more flexibility on the British Stone side. And it's just good to see all around.
Good to see all around here, man. So far, it's been a great matchup. If you guys are just joining us, we appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. on the official DreamCon stream. I know it's been a while since it's been live, but don't worry. Every month we got you guys some Marvel Rivals qualifier tournaments coming up for you guys to earn a spot at DreamCon and earn some extra cash in your pocket. But don't worry, DreamCon has a lot more things coming up for you guys as well. We had John on the show earlier today, and he was talking about a few, but John will be back after this matchup to chit chat with you guys a bit more. But you know, DreamCon got a lot of things in play for you. You know, they be trying to do it bigger and better every year. And you know, we got one thing that we always wanted, right? A Marvel Rivals tournament for the community. You know, for us all to get a chance at getting on the DreamCon gaming stage.
Yeah, you know, for us, by us, right? So love to see it. But here we go here. EP trying to get things going. The stone, again, the fork in the road, the line in the sand, the immovable object. EP trying to get something going here. Again, Ryu line.
It's cool, chat. I'm letting it play.
4
Support.
parks. One
Watch the ads for the
vacation that
DreamCon page.
changes
It's cool.
everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right.
Boy, how much you think they paying these actors to be in these commercials?
Can I get help from an agent?
They gotta be paying them spray, bro.
An app?
They said, hey, can y'all come do this commercial?
It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
My bad, let me get out their pockets.
Did find her way through, but it wasn't enough. As you can see here, no progress has been made on EP side, and it has been tough goings for EP right now, as they are trying their best to get on the board. But here we go. Here we have the cloak and dagger carpet going in to try to get something started.
Oh, not able to
No
get anybody.
dice.
It's a
Wow.
brick. He hits the rim, but now from up top, like they had a 3-point shootout, it's Pebble trying to get their best Steph Curry impression. Was able to take out one, looking for another. Just a little bit of damage, but not the accuracy in which we wanted to see. But was it enough? As you will see, the British Stone able to pick up 2 kills there, able to take out a support and a tank, and it should allow them to be able to capture this point. But EP not giving up yet. They do have the invisible wall to be able to sustain them a little bit longer. For you on the penny, we'll be able to get some mines on the hill. It's not over yet for EP, but Frosted Plague on the Neymar able to pick up one, but he goes down, and Pebble goes down as well. British Stone not able to complete the cap, and they will lose both of their DPSs as EP will eat onto the hill and be able to hold yet again.
And that is just a heartbreaker, right? As you see that meter go down, the Stone needed to capture that. The Stone needed to break through there, and it just looks like they are not going to get that. It just looks like they're not going to get that.
And I do want to say
time.
this: when it comes down to the shield and the sword up top, they're off, right? EP is on defense. You know, they were offense last time. That's how they got 2 points. And so, you know, the British Stone, man, they need to be like a stone going down a mountain. They need some momentum here to break through this EP defense. And with the Cloak Oak coming out for both teams, they will counter each other. But when it comes down to the brawl, EP, they will hold the line yet again, able to take out both the tanks, all the tanks and the DPSs, and it's just the supports left. They need to die quick because I don't think Strange comes off to be able to get this portal on time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all tied up. We're going to map number 3.
All right, folks, and there it is, our very first game 3 of the day. And again, we mentioned this earlier. This is probably going to be if not the game, the match of the set, the match of the day. You know, it's definitely going to be close. So right here, Stone and EP one on the board. Very, very good stuff there from EP, doing a clean turnaround. Again, the unsung, well, in this case, the celebrated hero, Ryu Lion, 31-5.
The penny, man.
Yep, the penny, the mag, you know, just doing a great job all around on the tank side. Definitely helped keep them in the fight in some situations that were a little murky, right? Especially on the attack side when they were trying to take the first point, and Ryu Lion got the twofer when they started off with the ult. So, you know, definitely some clutch plays.
Some clutch plays indeed. As you see, you know, you got the triple tank, triple support on your screen. I don't know when Alfaro was on DPS for majority of the game, but I don't know when they swapped to that triple tank. But my God, when it comes down to like a defensive combo right there, that's it. You know, the mag and the penny was enough to just hold the wall, but then you got Alfaro bringing in the strange pentagram portal when he needed at the right time to be able to get them back to the hill, still putting out a lot of damage, still has all those final hits that the squad needed there in the end. And, you know, this was just a solid showing out of EP there. You know, I will say we are getting a lot of different team comps in this series compared to some of the others, you know, so.
Yeah, definitely right. Gonna have to see how deep that bag goes. You know, we're getting a lot of variety because these teams are being pushed to the limit. So it's you know, it's definitely fun for the viewers for sure, because we've been seeing, you know, a lot of the usual suspects, right? Viz, Cloak, Strange, but now, you know, Magneto. But again, you know, with the changes to these bans, we now are seeing opportunities to switch around. When we have the Thing ban, where we have the Elsa ban, we have the Loki ban. But it's just going to be interesting to see how the Stone adjust and adapt here.
Man, after these last two maps, I definitely think the picks and bans are going to change. Chat, I'm pretty sure you can agree with me that the picks and bans are going to change going into this next one. You need to make your opponent feel as uncomfortable as possible. And so some of the heroes that we've seen to really kind of stand out here, Strange, Invisible Girl, Loki, you know, Thing was a huge impact in this series as well. But do you want the Elsa to come out? Do you want the Moon Knight to come out? You know, those are some things that you gotta, you know, ask yourself as well. But we're about to find out the answers to all of our questions here momentarily, as map number 3 will be Yaxguard. All right, so we're going to Thor's domain, and we're gonna be playing some Convoy. So Stone pick, and that means that EP will be starting off on attack, as Stone will be on defense.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and in regards to the bans, it's definitely a pick your poison situation. What are you comfortable with letting go? Like, what are you comfortable with letting through? So it's going to be really interesting to see how things change. In this case, since we are on Convoy for Yggdrasil, I would be okay with letting the Elsa play, right? When you have a little bit more room to maneuver, and just essentially keep an eye on her, you don't really have to worry about her so much. And especially on this map, she doesn't necessarily get as much value from the ult, right? The Glabtrox, or the Gorp and Glorp, as my friends like to call it, because they can't pronounce it. But you know, but like, it's gonna be interesting to see here. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain: Moon Knight is staying in the box, so he's gonna go ahead and get the first ban here, and the Elsa is also going to get the first ban on the other side. So we're gonna see what the protect picks are here. Possibly gonna get another protect pick from EP, because Queen V was definitely doing great work there with the Gambit ults. But just gonna have to see what happens.
All right, so we do get, you know, our comfort bands. The Moon Knight and the Elsa is something that they say we're not dealing with. Winter Soldier protected. I don't know if you I don't know if Winter Soldier would have got banned. You know, I don't know if people would have figured him to be that much of a threat. You know, to protect him versus, you know, protecting someone else. But you know, these are the professionals today, the competitors to say.
And you see it there, right? You have the Gambit Protect once again. But yeah, I'm not so sure about the Winter Soldier Protect as well, just because it seemed like there's more value to be had from the Punisher, from Hela,
Or
even the
to get that
Star-Lord.
thing right, or to get the thing picked out beforehand, because you know thing got taken out, and we know you know Sarah Sayai, how great they were on thing, especially in that map number 1, completely carried. So that could have been a better pick, but that's neither here nor there. Loki's taken out yet again. So that's something that we assume. Do you protect some of your supports here this time around? You know, we've seen some triple support come out to be able to take out one of those, you know, big supports like the invisible wall. Oh, they protect the rocket. All right, here we go. And then they're gonna protect the cloak. Cool. I'm with the. I would ban invisible girl. I swear I would. Don't let her go.
For
The
sure.
Strange is out.
Strange ban.
I love
okay.
that.
Nice little last minute shot.
An invisible girl. Get her out of here. Okay. Come on.
We have a game, folks. So here it is.
Let's get it mixed.
Invisible Woman, Strange, both off the table, off the field. However, Thing is no longer on. Thing is not on the field as well, but Cloak and Dagger is. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things go. For both sides. Of course, Ryu Lion going with that tried and true Magneto, another great character for this map. Zords, definitely looking to see what, you know, auxiliary tank they could play in this case.
Yeah, I mean,
Rogue,
Frosted Plague, he lost the Strange. He might go for the vibes on Widow, but you know, he's locked in the Emma. You know, yeah, he's gonna lock in the Emma. I thought he was gonna go vibes. I would be down for some vibes in today's tournament, but like, you know, I've see the thing is, I've came across, like, if you go with Widow, you are disgusting with Widow. Like, I've came across like a bomb. I've played against probably top 5 Widow players in the game before, and when I tell you, when you see a Widow shut you down and spawn hitting headshots, like I saw a Widow snipe a Cloak and Dagger out of her ult. Once she came out the last turn and she jumped, she was down. I'm like, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. So Widow can take over the game. We know that. But there's very few of them in the world. Very few.
Yeah, it's just like Namor, right? You know, there's only a few. There's only so many of them in the atmosphere, in the environment. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. A pretty traditional setup here from EP, as they have the Punisher as well as the Magneto and the Brawl tank that is Rogue, and then of course you have Rocket, Cloak, and Gambit back in the buff. So a little 2-1-3 here, triple support action, and we're getting started early.
Okay, EP ain't playing around, because they're going to be pushing themselves right on through their opponent's defenses and looking to get some more space here on this hill, and they will be able to capture this first point without any fail. They were contested, but not as much as they probably thought they were going to be. They got that consistent damage coming out from the Punisher. They got a nice strong line defense, and they got plenty of heals to bout.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I very much enjoy this ramped up pace from EP, as you saw there, right? They just essentially punched Bridgestone in the mouth, like at this point, right? You saw Swords still just going in with reckless abandon, if you will, right? Just constantly staying in the face of the other team. But you know, Bridgestone is doing their best to try to switch things around. Neko going with the Phoenix and Pebble going with the Hela.
And I'm looking at both of them to really make some kills happen, right? Some hit scans, focus on the tanks, focus on some players, force those heals to run out of heals there in the situation. And Hela's gonna go over her ult. She's quickly out of her ult too as well. Maybe wasn't the right position in which she wanted to be in, and so she's gonna hit the ground and start to get themselves in position and really hold this off. The Phoenix ult comes through, nullified. Somehow a way where Phoenix isn't able to do much at all either, and so now you gotta deal with this Punisher pushing your squad back. You will have Mira Morano on a Cloak to be able to sustain her squad a little bit on their defense, because they are trying to take care of all these players behind enemy lines. Still a 6v6 in the situation, but the British Stone will lose one of their supports, and now they're getting backed up towards the door just a little bit more. Ryu able to find another support, and now British Stone on their back foot as the defense is starting to crumble brick by brick, stone by stone, and now EP gets another point.
Yeah, again, you know, EP remembering who they are and what they do, just making great time here. 5+ minutes to get this last and final point here. Stone is forced to try to make something happen as they all pretty much are trying to gather themselves. We see here here we go. All right, we are here now. We got the Namor and Hella team up possibly, but we're going to switch it around here. So we have Gambit, Cloak, and Luna. So it's looking like Stone is going to fight fire with fire. In this case, heal for heal with a triple support layout of their own.
Yeah.
Pebble opting to go to the tank side as Neko is the lone DPS.
And now Neko will have an ultimate utilized here if they need to. They feel like they need that little bit of extra damage, and they might, as Swords will run into the fight with the rogue, able to start ticking and getting some damage on multiple players, able to take out one of the supports there in the back line as well. And EP is going to just roll this in with plenty of time on the clock. 4 minutes and 15 seconds currently. Is anybody there to stop it? Phoenix able to take out one, but that's just going to confirm this point to just move in just a bit more. I may be talking a little ahead of myself as Gambit and Punisher looking to fully lock this point in, as no one's really going to be able to stop that firepower, man. Punisher boosted there by Gambit, just too much.
Yeah, and that's a very, very unfortunate series of events there for Stone. Almost 4 minutes for EP here as they were the first ones on attack. Very, very strong stuff there. Again, EP is the favorite, folks. So, you know, this is pretty much business as usual for them. Another day in the office, if you will. But as you can see here, an absolute chasm of a difference as EP has been getting a lot of real estate for themselves and just been getting a lot of work done. And, you know, as we mentioned on the last map, how Lion was a bit of the unsung hero. In this case, it is now the other tank, Swords, getting it done with the Rogue. 14-0, 8 final hits. You know, one of the top damage dealers on the team, actually one of the top damage dealers of the lobby. It's very strong stuff there from Swords.
Very strong stuff out of Swords indeed. And so now here, as we get ready to head into our next round, you know, the question is, as EP will be on defense this time around, you're gonna have the British Stone on offense, so don't get confused by the sword and the shield next to their names. The question is that will this offense be good enough by British Stone? I think they have to get through this first point convincingly, at least within the first 2 team fights, for them to even just have the momentum, have the confidence that they can push through EP here. As EP, they're at the first choke point. You know, they're very disciplined here in this start. Let's see how strong this defense can be as the Gambit keeping his team filled up, no issues whatsoever. You know, you do come out here and you get the Elsa. The Elsa Magneto combo is enough to be able to push British Stone here towards the front of the fight and even through it just a bit more, getting some more real estate. But you got to keep your tanks alive, and British Stone is doing a good job at that. And so far, so good for them off the start, Jackal.
Yeah, for sure, right? You know, kind of hitting EP with a dose of their own medicine as they are pushing very aggressively here. Stone is not deterred.
I got 2 words for you. Loyalty program. Snag this hotel for $250 a night. You didn't check Trivago? I got it for $155. Yo, Benny, this guy didn't check Trivago.
Oh, you have to check Trivago.
Look, on Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple different sites.
And loyalty programs and prices from hotel websites.
Same hotel, $100 less.
2 words. Check Trivago.
Benny!
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%. Hotel Trivago.
New Maybelline Serum Lipstick.
Maybe it's not just lipstick. It's serum infused lush color with a hyaluronic acid and oil blend. 8-hour plumping moisture. New Maybelline Serum Lipstick.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick your crust. Maybe pan pizza.
Gluten-free crust?
Thin and crispy too. Load on up to 7 toppings like
Bacon.
3 different types of cheeses.
3 peppers and get it all for under $10. On the app.
This is real firepower. Enjoy the amplifier.
Teammates out of that choke point. Here's the cloak ult. It is just a brawl here when it comes down to this choke. It is contested. It is held. They have not completed the point just yet. You're gonna have the Rogue ult come out. The pressure, putting 3 players back. Rogue cuts back to the Magneto to try to help on the point, knowing that that is the objective to worry about in this moment. That is the fight that their team needs to win, not getting too ahead of herself. Rogue back at the front lines for Efi, but now getting focused out by the tanks here of the British Stone. And, you know, even having some of that extra support fire coming in from the back. You got the Phoenix there. Good distance here from British Stone, and there's Phoenix striking with the ult. But will it be enough? Some damage is out, but it wasn't enough damage. The rocket ult up top, it would boost a few players, but it wasn't enough. And now Magneto, can you be the hero? You take out your opponent, your mirror matchup there on the opposite end, and you get your teammates out of that choke point. Here's the cloak ult. It is just a brawl here when it comes down to this choke point. Right, the cloaks keeping this game alive here in the moment, and you will get the counter cloak ult as well. Here comes Alpha Roll with another Punisher ult boosted by the Gambit. That's how long this fight has been going, and when it's all said and done, Efi will survive. Talk about a counter, talk about a blow to your confidence if you are the British Stone.
Now, Blaze, this is what I was worried about. Okay, I pointed it out earlier on the domination map, but Stone, as good as they are, just needed to be a bit more efficient there. They had multiple chances where they had the numbers right, they had the supports down, but they just did not focus that cloak like they needed to. There were so many opportunities for them to wipe, but they just couldn't get the job done. They were taking entirely way too long to get the fight finished, which gave the rest of EP time to regroup and reconnect with their team. And as you saw there, the cloak ults were the absolute glue that kept things together, just constantly pumping out those heals, giving Swords the ability to just rip riot over the entire field. And it was just an absolute masterclass in how to stay alive, right? I mean, it is what it is. You know, one of the most important details about the tank is depth, your ability to stay on the field no matter what. And Lion and Swords did just that. 3 deaths shared between the 2 of them, 42 eliminations between the both of them. Absolutely beautiful. 10 final hits between the both of them. They were just in perfect sync. Great stuff to see. And then also Amelia doing everything but, doing everything they possibly could at that point to keep the team alive. 20k 21k heals, definitely one of the unsung heroes of that last round.
Man, truly was. And I guess really the critique for British Stone here is the Magneto ults, right? Maybe you should have been trying to take out the cloak in the last bit of those fights to take out their sustain so your cloak can have free reign there. But we saw the Magneto ults used a lot there for the Punisher. And, and probably rightfully so. The Punisher getting boosted there by the Gambit, but Punisher is very squishy in his ult, right? You can melt Punisher, you can chunk him down if he's not being sustained by any heals there towards the end. But for the most part, I want to say it was, I think maybe Frosted Plague on the Magneto. I felt like the Punisher was, I think it was Pebble on the Magneto. They were killing the Punisher. That was, something that they were able to take out. So he was utilizing his Magneto ult, but as you said, man, Cloak and Dagger may have been the biggest issue there, especially in those last few fights. trying to stop that point. What an epic map number 3, man. Our first map 3 of the day, and it did not disappoint whatsoever.
Yeah, 1000% for sure. And as we keep saying before, folks, it's only up from here. The competition only gets more fierce as we continue on in this bracket. But again, major shout outs to all of our competitors who show up and show out on this stage. Definitely strong stuff there. Stone definitely made a believer out of me today for sure. But EP, just staying the course, weathering the storm, and still maintain themselves as that unstoppable force that was facing off against the immovable object that seemed to be the British Stone.
Yes, it was, man. They did a great job there. Fantastic job. Being able to just kind of lock that one in. And EP, we were talking like, hey man, are they gonna be legit? Are they gonna be, the truth in this series right now? Are they gonna be able to come back? Because they got kind of ran a little bit towards that first map, but they showed that, hey, we got the adjustments. We got a strong hero pool. We can dive into our bag of tricks and also be coordinated. They got a good IGL over there on their squad as well. And, they found a winning combo at the end, rather if it was between, 3 tanks, 3 supports, really leaning into just their dual tanks. They had a lot of great tanks on their squad too. So,
yes.
Yeah, man, it was a good game. It was a good game. Now it's time to figure out who their opponent is going to be on the opposite side, because, we got some good vibes over there, and we got some people who's in the tournament of power. So, some scary folks on that side of the bracket.
Yeah, 1000%, right. And as we mentioned before, I did spot a couple of names out there. I did spot a couple of names out there that you definitely want to keep an eye out for. Legendary Pred, for sure, one of them. What Daniel do is also another name that I like to see, for sure. But those are definitely a couple of players that you want to keep an eye out for. We did see some highlights of Pred earlier. They were rocking the Emma. So as it's been showing here, the team with the best tanks tends to win, right? So definitely looking forward to seeing that for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. The tanks have been the superstars today they have been, but in this next matchup, the DPSs can take control of this series. We do got some good ones going up in this next series. I know we got a chance to watch Potato Dre and Nothic play on the side of Good Vibes, and they were putting out a lot of damage, but we didn't get a chance to watch anyone from the Tournament of Power, so we didn't get a chance to cast over them, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have a good showing and put on a performance for us here as we get into the semifinals. But, Jacko, thoughts so far? We're going to take a break here soon, and when me and Jacko leave, you guys will be having 2 new casters come up into the building to hit off the rest of the tournament. But, Jacko, man, any kind of, final thoughts for yourself here as we go on with the rest of the show for today?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I just want to say how amazing it is that, RDC and the team for DreamCon and DreamCon online are putting this event on. I think this is a very amazing moment, right? For those that may not be able to play in Ignite, or just want an opportunity to get a taste of that competitive environment elsewhere, right? To be able to participate in something like this for free, right? And have an opportunity, to make it out to this premier event is a dream come true. So it's definitely a really cool thing to see on that front for sure. And then in regards to the competitors that we've seen today, I just want to give credit where credit is due, and I think Neko has put on easily one of the best showings that we've seen so far. Neko, Lion, and the cloak player Ameliav, definitely some of my picks for like MVP of the day and things like that. So, but some very, very strong stuff there, and I just can't wait to see the rest of what's going to happen for today.
Yeah, same here as well, man. I echo everything what you said. A lot of great players out there. Shout out to everybody who came to compete. The tournament isn't over, but also more importantly, shout out to everybody who came throughout the stream to hang out with us today. We appreciate you guys being here, but don't worry and don't go anywhere because when we come back, we got the best matches of the day left, and you don't want to miss out. We see you soon.
Second. All right, man. Look, I'm going to. They boxing real quick. They boxing. I'm really trying to understand. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I'm really trying to understand. So I'm gonna have to just do a little more research and ask y'all some more questions. I'm about to hop in. We're bringing in a new set of casters that are about to come in. So I'm about to go in there, talk to them, talk a bit more about DreamCon on that side. So I'm gonna switch my camera off on this side. Just be right back, and then we can go ahead and finish this out. So I'm just letting y'all know. I want to let y'all know. So I'm gonna switch it to my just so it doesn't get confused. I'm gonna switch my audio as well over there, and then I'll be back. It shouldn't take too long. So y'all, if y'all want to watch it, then y'all can just switch to the click the dream card inside, and you'll see as we continue to wait. So be right back, fellas. All right. hello. Can you hear me? Mic check on my side. What's good? Had to get that out, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning into that. You know, we're gonna wrap it up on that side. I'm really interested in again. People's in their boxing, I ain't gonna lie. But I was being serious about setting up something with the Pokemon. We get do they got an online Pokemon battle website? If they got something like that, that's all I need to set up a little tournament. You feel me? We get a little tournament together and we see who's the real Pokemon master. And Yu-Gi-Oh too. That could be live. I'm not gonna lie. Who's the best Pokemon in the DreamCon community? Might be live. We'll see. That's only if enough people are interested in it. Y'all don't really know Pokemon like that, so I understand nobody in here. But you know, for the people who really do know Pokemon, you know, like me, it's kind of like it's just one of those things that we just know. So take that for how you want. Yeah, take that for how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Pokemon Showdown is a website. Shit. I haven't touched Pokemon in a long time, so actually that's cap. But I'm not even talking for myself. I'm saying the community. I would love to see. So, John, you be streaming once a month now. Once a month now. So hold on. All right, look, I'm about to transition out this last half of it, but before I do that, sorry, I got this. Before I switch back, I'm going to hold on. 1 second. Before I go back, one thing at a time. Okay. All right, man. You take care. So like I said, I've been working on some stuff in the background. DreamCon, like I mentioned earlier. So we're back to regular scheduled program. I'll just let y'all know. From this point forward, over these next months, the road to DreamCon continues. So that is my additional incentive to start facilitating some more stuff like this, right? Weekly. So I'm gonna be a little bit more active. I'm gonna just get this kickback thing. You know, I feel like a lot of people probably been doing their own thing. So I'm gonna start getting back in the channel. I'm back to all the things I said I was doing, and I'm about to go on a little bit of a run. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I say all to say that you know, I needed that month break I took was very much, I needed that energy. I needed that time to rest up, think through what I want to do, and without being like, forced to do it. So that is why, this was a good time for me to start up. I chose this time intentionally. And yeah, man, here we are. So obviously, I'm gonna finish up some of the story games I got going. All the stuff that I said that's still in play. We're about to get back active. But in addition to that, we're gonna have these DreamCon components sprinkled in. Obviously, this time was more of a watch party, but there might be some more involved things or things that will be taking place on my channel. Like I said, I'm looking for features, different events, different discussions, all things DreamCon, man. Like I said, this is the road to. We're gonna make our way there, and it's gonna be a great, impactful thing. Hopefully, we can get some content from this, get some moments, just good energy, good vibes, understand other people's dreams. You feel like there might be some components where we include the community, get some features. Like I want anything dream chasing. That's the thing. Chase your dreams. Very cliche, but very true to the brand. And I want to get really into like what that can look like from my perspective, right? How can I drive the ship to the finish line? So just to let y'all know. So I'm here. I'm gonna take, I'm doing this. We're gonna finish the tournament out. I'm gonna do my thing. I will be playing. I will play League on stream too, by the way. Let y'all know. So those people who don't watch League, I'm gonna let you know. I'll bring that back in there. I really been playing online because I've been kind of like, niggas don't want to watch that, but I really enjoy playing that game, and I really love for some people when I do play it to like just chill, just provide, learning what I can, because now I feel like I'm a higher rank. The game's a little bit more compy. It's just something cool that I do. Um, but that's not the only game I play. I always let y'all know I have been intentionally playing it offline because I was like, it's too much. But I want to play that. Obviously, you got some of these other games coming out. I want to do something with fighting games, you know, something where we give some of the best fighters in the community, see what's going on, like on some underground shit. I don't know. Like I think it through. Also, watching anime. Look, I fell off on that. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been watching anime like I said I did. I take accountability, but in general, I haven't been. Just to be honest, I haven't been doing any. I haven't been doing anything in general. So it's more like that was included with all this break. So another thing that I want to say with that too is that I am still thinking about watching. The way I've been watching stream is I've been watching on Discord, but I think I might take the risk and watch some episodes on the stream itself because I feel like it's just more convenient. It's kind of annoying to try to get people to like. I get it if you really gonna be into it, you're gonna hop on the Discord, but sometimes it's just like a lot. I've seen some other people on stream. Basically, they're like, yeah, like if you get caught, if they pull up to you, they can take your shit down. But shit, I'm gonna just play with fire. I'm gonna just put, like what's the gray area to watch something on stream and not, I'm not, maybe if take the VODs down for those specific ones, but I seen old girl watching Naruto episodes on stream. She had it like a little in the corner. I said, what the fuck? How's she able to do that? But not me. People will watch it, and yeah, I think it's like it really just basically I would assume like it just comes down to like if the people find you and they come in and take your shit down. But if it's like, my channel isn't like massive or anything, so honestly, I might just do it until it's an issue, if it ever is one. And if I upload it on YouTube, I probably have a little filter so they don't take it down or whatnot. But it seems as though it doesn't seem like Twitch necessarily cares. It's just more about they'll come after me. So I say all to say that when I do watch anime, I'm thinking about next time just watching it on the actual stream. I can delete the bot or not have bots go on there and post any bots I have on YouTube or something. Like, I don't know. I just seen a few too many channels watching stuff, and I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm taking so many extra steps for this. Hi, John. I've been following y'all for a while. I love seeing your growth. I haven't been in DreamCon yet because of financial issues, but I promise I'll make it there ASAP and go every year when I can. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, it's gonna be life changing. I feel like I guarantee you're gonna get one step closer if you pull up to whatever you're trying to chase because there's somebody there that's linked to you and you don't even know. Direct Dispatch. No, I haven't. I'm halfway through. That will be one of the first things I do. We got about 4 episodes left. We're gonna run through that pretty quickly. Um, I see people watching on stream. Most people delete VODs. That's probably what it is. Some people just don't have the VODs. So if you watch it live and you delete the VODs, then it's like you don't even they don't even get a chance to really take it. So I can see that. I could just make a VOD channel with all my. If people want to watch VODs, they can just watch it on YouTube. They don't need to watch it on Twitch theoretically. Or I just delete the. Or if I have a specific day where I watch anime, it'll be easy for me to specifically choose that one to not show. That way I don't have to take away every single VOD. I just think I need to just be intentional and not just watch it randomly because then it's gonna start getting too hard to keep up with. So um but yeah, no, that's all good. We gonna figure that part out. With that being said, let me see. I'm going to VODs on YouTube would be smart. Yes, I'm gonna put the VODs on YouTube. Probably I might editor put that on there. Any ones where I'm watching anime, I might put it on certain times or whatnot. I just watch it with y'all, and I just don't feel like having to tell people 3 steps. So but yeah, I'm about to dip out. I finished my segment on there. I'm going to raid y'all to the DreamCon channel so y'all can finish it out. Y'all go on to support, see who's the coldest one. We're gonna circle back. We will be having more. It's just only qualifying one, and I'll follow up with updates on what's next. Next stream I do is gonna just be a John stream, and I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna bring back some old games. And we're gonna have some new stuff. We're gonna be trying some new shit. I'm coming with a new energy, so let me go ahead. I got about 4 hours. That's a good time. So let me go ahead and rate it. And man, much love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all coming here for all this time. Y'all go to the DreamCon channel, show some love. Um, shit, enjoy y'all Saturday. I know some of y'all got this on the background, y'all TV while y'all chilling, whatever. Do y'all thing, man. Go ahead and see. Finish out the tournament, if you can. Even if you got it muted in the background, just see who wins. Let's just see who's gonna take the crown. So Have a good day, John. We're gonna be doing some giveaways as well. I have a few other ideas. There's some other ideas. Some ideas I have are non-gaming related. They're not all gaming stuff. So some of it's like I was trying to plan like a workshop. I wanted to do like a live, like build some merch online with y'all with like a special guest. Like we're like building out some merch. It could be something that we create together. And y'all would have credit for helping create the pieces. Like that's the type of shit. Like that could be cool. Like some dope shit. So we'll see. It sounds like a good idea. But all right, y'all. Much love. Y'all take care.